Hot like 100. Hello, 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 hello.
Loading, strapped with the lyrics like I'm bowling. Keep pushing on, keep rolling. And then when I listen, but I told him one more time. Your favorite MC's bronze or silver. These raps here are golden. Cards on the table, there's no folding. Spit bars at the club, zoning. TikTok come to London, get ripped off. Man get pissed off when I start lift off. Sweet like flavors, cookie and biscuit. Round here, yeah, the bars I get ripped off. Picked up my song, yo, every time I tripped up. Little petty trending the big rock. Me and my G's do everything mix up. Full circle, now everybody linked up. That's irrelevant, memory like an elephant. Keep it hard but you know that it's elegant. Get mad but always benevolent. Always moving up, just leveling. Constantly telling them rhyming, riddling. Cycle through these streets I'm peddling. Hibernating and boom, she's back again. Oh, cause a little fire on the track again. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon. Yeah, if you want buff we can go psycho. Head to head, bar to bar, turn the mic on. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon.
Hot like 100. Hello, 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 hello.
Loading, strapped with the lyrics like I'm bowling. Keep pushing on, keep rolling. And then when I listen, but I told him one more time. Your favorite MC's bronze or silver. These raps here are golden. Cards on the table, there's no folding. Spit bars at the club, zoning. TikTok come to London, get ripped off. Man get pissed off when I start lift off. Sweet like flavors, cookie and biscuit. Round here, yeah, the bars I get ripped off. Picked up my song, yo, every time I tripped up. Little petty trending the big rock. Me and my G's do everything mix up. Full circle, now everybody linked up. That's irrelevant, memory like an elephant. Keep it hard but you know that it's elegant. Get mad but always benevolent. Always moving up, just leveling. Constantly telling them rhyming, riddling. Cycle through these streets I'm peddling. Hibernating and boom, she's back again. Oh, cause a little fire on the track again. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon. Yeah, if you want buff we can go psycho. Head to head, bar to bar, turn the mic on. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon.
What's chopping, everybody? What's good? Appreciate everybody for coming through for the post-game live stream where the Rockets just lost to the Milwaukee Bucks. How y'all feeling out there, CSGs?
CMB.
Man, we all we got.
All we got.
Appreciate everybody, man. Tough one. Yeah, the Rockets, we lost. I think we put up a good fight. I think the guys responded well after not looking good like the second quarter. But for the most part, man, that's the Bucks. That's Giannis. One thing I hate about playing Giannis is just the refs, man. They be all on his nuts. Like, man, bro, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he big. He's a big boy. You don't have to give this man every little bump, every little call. Man, it was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Let them play a little bit. The refs, they really put their stamp on the game, I would say. Some of the lineups was questionable. Ime Udoka, he stuck with Tate. I don't know why. I'm rescinding my Tate apology. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all like Tate. I don't. I mean, he looked good for about 8-10 games. The last 4 to 5 games, the dude's been just looking like trade bait. He looked like he can just be on the trade block. I would rather have Tate off the team and bring being in a backup big or somebody off the bench that just can go get a bucket. We need to just have somebody that can go get a bucket sometimes. Sometimes you just got to move everybody out the way. Let this dude cook. Like, that's some Ime Udoka. I don't have much gripes with Ime Udoka most of the part, but he's falling in love with the bench a little bit too much with guys like Tate, Holiday. Uncle Jeff been phenomenal. I can't be mad at Uncle Jeff. Him playing him because he put up points. He's always an impact when he's on the court. But some of the loose, some of the fat on the team, like I think we'll be straight without Tate, man. I'm sorry. If we can get another piece that fit, we can do without Tate. We can do without Tate. Like Jalen Green was cooking the third quarter. He had, some of the best games that he have this season have been. He comes out in the third quarter and is aggressive. And then he benched him to begin the fourth quarter. Right when we cutting into the lead, we got it down like 5 or 6 points. And he let Tate come in. Tate turning the ball over. He's getting untimely fouls. Like, Udoka, what are you doing? You bumped your head, fella? And then at the end of the game, Dylan Brooks, the villain, came out. He got 2 techs early. He was dismissed. He went to the showers early. And then I like a coach that have the teams back. I do. But I think it was kind of unnecessary for Udoka to get a tech, yeah, but then get 2 techs and then get put out the game. Give Dame 4 free throws. That just made it even harder to even come back. Like, what are we doing? And December the 15th can't come quick enough. We need to get some of these guys out of the rotation. Our man Thompson, you need to come back, fella. What you got? Like, what type of sickness do you have? I know it was an ankle. Now you sick, bro. You've been sick a week and a half. Like, come on, bro. We need you. The team needs you. Take some third flu. Go out and have a Jordan flu game or something, bro. Like, come on. Because the lineups are just wonky as hell. You see, we need big length. We needed size this game. And I don't mind Fred VanVleet being on the court if we got other guys on the court that's gonna challenge people vertically. Our man Thompson 6'7", almost 6'8". He can at least change some of those shots that Chris Middleton and Dame was jacking up. Like, I don't know. I just don't see no clear path with the team we have right now to even make some real impact like later, because we're gonna have close games like this later. And then if we get into the playoffs, we're gonna go up against teams like this. The Lakers, they all tall and lanky. You know what I'm saying? We need some size, bro. We got out rebounded by like 20 rebounds. Like 15 of them was offensively. If we could rebound, man, we would have been in this game. For the most part, Şengün, he did his best, but he wasn't boxing out. Jabari wasn't boxing out as good as he usually do. They was getting tip ins, extra chance. I think they had like 20-some, almost 30 extra chance points. Like, bro, come on, just secure the rebound. You played good defense, now secure the rebound. Rebounding killed us. Like, we legit got killed on the rebounds. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure out what do we need more. A score or a big that's gonna contest some shots at the rim. They had like 60-some, 70 points in the paint. In the paint. You know, we gotta be able to challenge some teams vertically. We need a big guy. Somebody that's gonna take up some space. Grab some rebounds. You know. It was a good game. I love the effort, but sometimes you just don't have enough. We didn't have enough. We just didn't have enough to really take the lead and build on it. Like, I don't know. I'm starting to get kind of like, are we gonna make some moves, or are they just happy that we, fluctuating between the ninth and sixth seed, depending on what day it is, we win or we lose. I would like to see us be aggressive come December the 15th. Go get somebody off of some of these teams that don't look like they're going to be that good. Trade for somebody from the Blazers or the Hawks, get Capella, or Utah, Clarkson, or somebody. Jalen Smith, somebody. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Jalen Johnson, for subscribing to the channel. Jalen Johnson, you just subscribing, bro? I know you ain't just subscribing to the channel, bro. You been in here forever, and you never subscribe. It's kind of weird, Jalen. You a op? Was you a op? Just kidding with you, bro. Yeah, man. Like, we just need to make a tweak here, a tweak there. We about a piece or two away from really being a good, solid team night in and night out. To where we could probably be a top 4, top 5 team in the league consistently if we just get a piece here and a piece there. You know what I'm saying? But let me read off these stats. First of all, let me highlight my new subscribers, the new members. Boris Dogan, appreciate you for subscribing. DJ Generation, appreciate you for renewing your membership. Joseph Liu, Marat Connor, Ozan, Lee, Double Up TV, appreciate you for subscribing. Zachary Sand, Third Coast Alliance, Boris Ovum, appreciate you for renewing your membership. Samuel Chowdhury, Alice Trade A, WTW 406, PTH, DY, Luke Zapanta, Jason K, Matthew Guillory, appreciate you for subscribing to the channel. CSGs, who in here? CSGs, put them up in the chat.
CMB.
Put them up in the chat so
Man,
I can
we
holler
all
at you.
we got.
We all we got, baby. We all we got. Who we got in here with us? Let's see. Ringleader, what's happening? Devin 95, Fluid, Jalen Johnson, Charles Robinson, a.k.a. 6C. Charlie, what's good? Kenny, Justo, what's happening? Scoot Channel, what's good? Kurt, what's good, Kurt? Two Guy YGO, what's popping with you? Red Dragon 83, Wendell Sanders, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, Clone 33, Steve-O, K to the MF and P, Pokey Hasabi 24, what's good? James Pierce, what's happening? 3-round clip, what's happening? Andre Ross, what's good? Gene Cole, what's popping with you? DJ M60, what's happening? Rockets Power 33, what's good? Who else we got in here? Carl Fair, what's good? Robert Moser, what's happening? Young Bull, what's good with it? Necrodol, what's good with it? Devin the Dude. Let's see. Carmi, what's happening, Carmi? Sigga Miggs, what's good, Sigga? Let's see who else in here with us. Voodoo, what's happening, Voodoo? EF Hutton, what's good, EF? Romeo, what's happening, Romeo? Jamon M, what's happening? Benny Mac, Arshawn March, William Marsh, David Grant. What's good with it? What's good with it? If I miss you, I ain't dish you, you dig? If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Space, we need size bad. We getting beat with the size. Yeah, man. Without size. I agree, David. Yeah, we really need some size, bro. Jabari Smith can't be the tallest person on the team, man. And Shangoon, they can't be the tallest people on the team. We got Boban, but you know, Boban, he here for the vibes, bro. Let's see. Let's get to these stats. Jabari Smith Jr., 28 minutes, 7 for 13 from the field, 1 for 4 from the three-point line, 1 for 1 for the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 blocks, -4, 16 points. Dylan Brooks, 35 minutes, 7 for 12 from the field, 2 for 4 from the three-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, -15, 18 points. Şengün, 31 minutes, 8 for 15, 0 for 3 from 3, 4 for 6 on the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, -7, 20 points. Fred VanVleet, 39 minutes again. 8 for 16 from the field, 4 for 8 from the three-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, a -6 with 22 points. Jalen Green, 29 minutes, 6 for 11 from the field. Not bad. Jalen had a pretty decent game. 2 for 4 from 3, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 7 assists. Jalen led the team in assists. He had 5 assists in the first half. A -8 with 16 points. Uncle Jeff, 17 minutes off the bench, 4 for 5 from the field, 1 for 1 from three-point line, 7 for 8 from the free throw line, 1 assist, -2 with 16 points. Tari Eason played 30 minutes off the bench. Udoka starting to trust Tari a little bit more. 30 minutes off the bench, 5 for 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, a -4 with 11 points. Move, shoe fly. Tate, 19 minutes, 0 for 2 from the field, 0 from the three-point line, no free throws, 3 rebounds, +4 with 0 points. Tate did a lot of cardio. Aaron Holiday, 13 minutes, 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 1 from the three-point line, 1 rebound, 2 assists, -3 with 0 points. All that, they played 22 minutes between each other, and neither one of them had no points. Ball game right there. Ball game. As a team, we shot 45 for 85 for 52%. That's not bad. It's not bad. Just couldn't get no rebounds. We was 11 for 27 from 3, 40%. Again, not bad. 18 for 21 from the free throw line, 85%. Not bad. Now look, they won the game. But we shot better than them. They was 50% from the field. 45 for 90. They was 50% from the field. We shot threes better than them. They was 13 for 36, 36%. That's when we had 40%. They was 25 for 32 from the free throw line, 78%. And we shot 85%. 18 for 21. They did shoot 11 more free throws than us, though. Now, they had 16 offensive rebounds. 16 offensive rebounds. That's what we lost the ball game at. 16 offensive rebounds. And Tate and your boy Holiday gave us nothing. Gave us nothing. That's against a team with 2 all-stars and very good role players. We can't give up extra possessions like that. Can't give up extra possessions like that. Ball game right there. We get a solid bench performance, we might win. Ball game. We couldn't win the Dame and Giannis minutes when they set, because our backups wasn't giving us nothing. Usagami, what's happening? Yeah. I mean, all in all, Good game. We didn't give up. We fought hard, but you know we need to make some changes, bro. Bottom line, we need to make some changes to our roster to get a more cohesive roster, a more NBA type roster. We need some specialists, some rebounding specialists, some shooting specialists. That's what they do. We need some specialists. You know, we can't depend on Aaron Holiday to be able to carry the bench, or Uncle Jeff. You know, we need some guy that's just gonna break the defense down. Go get a bucket. It all breaks down. Go get a bucket. We need some specialists, and hopefully, Ma is seeing it, and hopefully Stone is seeing it that we ain't gonna do much if we can't get the right type of people in here. Now, Sunday, Monday morning work, we get y'all in here. I know y'all got some things to say, so I'm gonna get y'all in there so y'all can chop it up with me. You know how we do it. Y'all know how we do it. We get the link. There go the link, everybody. Hit the link, come up and give your take off. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you're feeling, Who we got in here with us? 6 Seed Charlie. What's happening, 6 Seed? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm okay, man. I just wanted to tell you, this is why when that guy, the last time I was on here, when one of our fans was saying that even if we don't trade for nothing, we okay. No, we not. This is the biggest reason why that, wasn't a good take, because we need two players, a big and a shooter. Now, the player I would like, as far as the shooter is concerned, I would like to have Caruso. He can play the backup point guard, and he also can sit back and play the shooting guard. He'd be perfect coming off the bench. And my other ones, because I don't think we're going to get Capella. I don't think so. I would love for them to get him. That would sew up the big position. But, like I said, when I was hollering for Nazi Reed or JaVale McGee, people like that, Stone didn't turn around and jump up and do nothing. Now, Landale, look at him. You're big enough to get under there and do something. But, you completely unplayable. And like you said, Aaron Holiday, that was lightning in the bottle. Now it's time for him, as he's doing, he's falling back down to earth again, where he's supposed to be. But we need a trade. We need two positions to be filled. Not all-stars. They don't have to be all-stars. They just got to be pretty good to turn around and help Uncle Jeff off the bench, because they had height. This game, I'm not going to complain about a whole lot of stuff, because they did start off shooting the way that they supposed to. And like I said, the defense didn't come along in the first and second quarter. It was, again, the 288 freeway running down the middle is
Right.
what was going on with it. But as far as is concerned, Space and fans, I didn't expect them to beat this team anyway. I didn't. I would have been happy if they did, but I really didn't think that they was going to be able to beat Milwaukee. Look at they got two nuclear bombs in Giannis and what's the name? And I don't know why the hell Middleton decided to wake up on us. He ain't woke up all season long, but he decided to wake up against us. But all in all, it was a good game. This time I ain't complaining and sitting around here, huffing and puffing on this one. You know what I'm saying? They did show me something. But Space, if they wake tomorrow, go in there and get their butt whooped, I'm going to be mad again, because they should be able to beat Cleveland, because Cleveland got some boys out. some important pieces that are out. They need to turn around and jump up and get back winning in their winning ways, and we can do something. Now, last thing I'll tell you, if Stone don't get something, I'm gonna be mad because this is his time now, and everybody was saying, Stone, Stone, Stone. Now let's see what Stone can do. I don't want to see nothing about the new practice arena. Get your butt in there and do what you know that you need to do, because this team ain't complete. It just ain't complete. And if they don't do nothing and they solve our defense, we're going to get cooked every game. The defense is the only thing that's been keeping us doing what it is that we have to do. So that's my saying on what's going on with it. And, one last thing. You were saying about Tate. I understand what you're saying, but Tate did string along about 10 good games. Jalen Green ain't strung along too much of nothing for what I wanted him to be able to do. Because every time the fourth quarter come, watch him. He'll go stand up and look. You don't run to the ball and stuff like Tari Eason did those 2 games when he was running up to the ball saying, give me the ball. That's what Jalen Green needs to do. He just don't do it, and stuff. And all that trying to jump over people, he going to end up getting himself hurt because, like I said, if you hit those little shots like he was doing at first, it opens up all the rest of that stuff. That's just my take. Let me listen to you, man.
Yeah, we ain't in the we're not in a position to trade Jalen Green. But we can move Tate. We definitely can move Tate, and he won't affect this team. We already need scoring bad, and if we trade Jalen, I know he ain't been doing too much, like you said, but he at least got the potential to be a scorer. You know what I'm saying? He needs to figure it out. But I think he played good this game. I didn't have too many complaints with Jalen this game. He was actually solid this game, and we done seen worse these last couple of weeks. So I wasn't even mad at Jalen this game. But I hear what you're saying though. I hear what you're saying.
But you know what, Space? You're right. I wasn't mad at him on this one, and I don't want to get rid of Tate either. They can have Aaron Holiday if they want him. They can have Jock Landale. They can have the Oladipo contract. And they can have Bullock. And those picks, use them. Stop sitting around here thinking it's going to be 1 through 5 because it ain't. Use them. Go ahead on and use some of them picks. Give up them players that I'm just talked about. And just get us something that's decent as a big man that can rebound and block shots. He don't even have to be that great of a scorer. Look at that guy on Memphis that was giving Turkey so much of a hard game. They ain't giving him that much money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we just sit back here, oh no, we got Landale. Look how stupid it is, man. It just don't make no sense, and I don't see what he doing. Because if it was me, I just want to say this part to you, man. If it was me, I'd have had a trade already up my sleeve and just been waiting for the 15th. When the 15th come, I would have executed it and just sat back and said, okay, we got enough time to get caught up to speed with what Udoka has for us to do. But before I make any trades, I got to talk to him. It's his team. Stone's job is to give that man what he needs to succeed. That's what his job is, to turn around and do. Stop trying to show off the new practice facility. I don't want to see that. You don't need to be there. You should have had your butt in the office doing something. And if they don't, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to be real, real, real mad. So let me leave it alone, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, all of y'all, I've been praying for y'all. I pray every day for all of us, and that everything else be pretty good and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all all. Now let me get off because I'll be then turned around and people be saying, God, Uncle Charlie stay on the phone too long.
Nah, you ain't one of the long-winded ones we got around here. We got some long-winded ones around here. You're not one of them. You're not one of them. Appreciate it, Uncle Charlie. Love you too, man. Good looking out.
Love you. All right.
We got my boy F Tank 58. What's good, Frank? How you feeling, bro? Break it down. Frank, can you hear me? Frank, you with me, Frank? I think you haven't. I can't hear your mic, bro. I think he's gonna reconnect. Come on, Kurt. What you got, Kurt?
Hey, what's up? You hear me? All right.
Yeah, I can hear you typing on your
Yeah, it's been a
background too.
while. I mean, it's been a while since I've come up here, but I've been watching games. You can, yeah. But this game, well, it was a tough one, and I think it's a really important game because it really comes to show the ceiling of this team. You feel me? Because this is a high scoring game, and we don't usually get this a lot, but it really comes to show we can't win any games against quality high scoring opponents, right? And if you look across like the NBA standings, all like top five in the West and top five in the East are high scoring teams. You look at the Pacers. If we play against the Pacers, we'll probably lose by 60. And that's what I'm saying. Defense can only get you this far. And I think this game shows that you need to have more offense on this team, basically, and more size as well. Because I've only watched the second half of this game, so I will make most of my judgments from like the box score and stats like that. Because it shows a lot, really. You look at our offense is mainly from Şengün and Fred VanVleet, and our rookies are basically just there to play their role, right? We can't have that anymore. Like Jalen, there are a lot of concerns around him because, in my opinion, I don't think trading anyone on our team, Jalen or Tate, is a good idea. We just have to add to their bag. You know, they have to like have a more all-rounded offensive game. Jalen can't just be a three and drive to the hoop player. He needs to add some more offense to his game. You know, and what else? I think this game really shows that we would have much benefited from a Brook Lopez, because man, imagine if Lopez was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the three game and the size, man, that would have been such a great advantage. But again, Tate, he's my favorite player of all time. So don't go hating on him. Don't be saying trade Tate, because I don't
Trade
think
him.
that's the way to.
Trade him.
No. Tate brings energy. Tate, hear me out. Tate is the longest tenured like Rockets player.
Don't care.
Right now. Gotta respect that.
Don't care.
So,
we trying to win.
He's here to bring us a chip. I'm gonna end it at that.
We trying to win, Kurt. Tate can be gone. He from the last regime anyway. I see Tate kind of remind me of the Silas years. Trade him. I ain't tripping. Tate, we got Tari. He's coming along like great. We still got Dylan Brooks. He coming along great. I mean, I don't think we need more pieces than just wings that's kind of redundant in a sense. If we desperately need a backup big. We need a scorer, another backup guard. If our man ain't gonna never get over this flu, or dude got the COVID flu all wrapped up in one or something, like, I don't know. He need to go get a B12 shot or something. He need to get something. He need to drink some orange juice and get his immune system right or something. But we need a few more important pieces right now than just an extra wing that could probably be facilitated with just giving Tari more minutes or Dylan Brooks more minutes. So that's how I'm looking at it. Frank, you with me?
Yeah, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, man. Tough loss, man. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree with you there. I'm ready for the Tate experience to be over, bro. Because it's not his fault we lost or anything, but when he's not doing what he's supposed to do as a role player, it's just really, you really don't. There's really no value I can see, because the team is in a better place now, and he's the type of player you want on a good team, like on the Bucks, where he can play his couple of minutes, do what he got to do, and just play his role. But for us, we actually need production from our role players.
Yeah.
Which leads me to why I believe that. I'm with Charlie. I said on my last video that we'd split. I thought we would lose this one. and beat Cleveland because they have a lot of issues on their team. And I'm surprised how well we actually played down the stretch. But like all the issues we had are going to be exacerbated against teams like this because they like you got to dig deep, right? So you don't have a big man that could get boards or be a bully out there. Shangun was playing soft in stretches of the game. Then you know what I mean they're going to take advantage of that. So on the rebounds, you ain't got no scorers to match because they got guys that could put the ball in the hole. Damn near four players out of the five on the court. Giannis could score. Lopez got his spots. Middleton's a bucket, and you know Dame. You know we already know Dame, so
Right.
it's like that's almost impossible for our team to match, bro. The roster isn't built for it. We just don't have the player. I mean, Jalen Green is not there. He had a.
My bad.
You said what, bro?
My bad. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Go
Yeah,
on mute,
Jalen Green
Kurt,
is.
if you're not talking.
Yeah, Jalen isn't like the type of guy that's gonna match bucket for bucket. Um, and somebody, you know, like we were saying, space in our group chat, like Jalen had a good game for Jalen, but it wasn't a good game for what Jalen's supposed to be for our team in the NBA. You feel me? And I think people got to separate the two. Like, if you're looking at it relative to what he's been playing, like he had a really good game, but when you're trying to win games in the NBA, your shooting guard and you matching up against Dame and all these guys, then yeah, you probably want a little bit more. He's just not there yet. I think Jabari had a decent game. I didn't like the game plan by Udoka, leaving him one on one. I know we've been doing that all year. If you guys notice, that's our defensive game plans. Like play in isolation and let one guy beat you. The only problem is with teams like the Bucks, like Boston, these elite teams. That's impossible. They got three Hall of Famers out there. Some of these teams. So
Yeah.
three guys gonna beat you. You can't win like that. So you got to come up with a handcrafted game plan to try to mitigate. Like, yeah, Jabari gonna let he wasn't even like he was just Giannis was just walking through him. I think Tari did a good job on him. I think we should have went to more, and they did go late to doubling him and stuff like that. But to me, they should have started the game like that. It
Yeah.
was already too, down.
They waited way too late. It was like fourth
way too
quarter
long.
before they started
Yeah,
sending
way too
doubles at them.
long. Yeah, and it's first game. I'm sure Udoka's the type of coach that if we played him again, he would adjust. But he is a player. He adjusts, but sometimes he like to hold on to things a little bit too long. And that's what I seen, especially with that lineup change. I know that's a big thing. Everybody talking about. Yeah, I think that Shangun and Jalen they were cooking into the third quarter. I think he took him out at a dumb time. Like he's usually good about letting guys just riding a hot hand.
Yeah.
I feel like he just took him out. Like I get it, bro. Like bro, just let him keep playing today. In fact, I would have let him play today, play bad, and just like because he ended up sitting him out such a long time. Him taking him out at that time didn't even make sense. Like they were going, and I would just let them play till it was like, okay, y'all are done. But he took him out and brought a lineup in that, I'll give him credit. That lineup clawed back in the game with it was like Tate, Holiday, Jeff Green. It was a nasty lineup
But
on the
it
screen.
still didn't make sense. Like the
Ari,
lineup didn't really make sense. You know what I'm saying?
yes, bro. Like I was like, what is he doing? Like to me, I was gonna say that was the point we lost the game, but they were keeping it close because the Bucks was tripping. And then by the time he had kind of messed up the lineup, in my opinion, because by the time the game was in a crucial moment, you're bringing Jalen and Alpine off the bench, and to me, they just kind of messed up the flow of the game. I would have rather, honestly, for me, that stretch that he benched them, that's when Dame was out. I would have kept Shangun in the game then and benched Shangun down the stretch when Dame came back in and went small to close
Yeah.
it out. Like I would have matched non-Dame minutes with Shangun and let him just cook because that's when they had it was a lineup he should have. It was like they had like either Giannis at center or something dumb. It was just dumb to me. Like I didn't like the way Udoka played the lineups, and I think he's relying a little bit too much on Holiday and Tate and these guys. Like they're not
Exactly.
that good, bro. Like they're
Exactly.
not. But that's on Stone though, bro. Like you know what I mean. At the end of the day, like Charlie said, that's a roster construct. Like I was complaining about it on Twitter, but everybody kept on asking me, "All right, you complaining? Where do you go?" And that's a good question. Where if Holiday's in your backup and the man is hurt, where do you go? So that's a roster issue. So I guess you can't even blame him. But I still think he could have been a little more nuanced about the thing. You know what I mean? But I still think they surprised me in how they were able to stay in the game, despite how
Yeah.
ugly it looked.
Like I said, I'm happy with the effort. Like we didn't lose this game on effort. We just lost this game off of roster construction. Like we just didn't have the parts to keep up with their scoring. I think this, if I'm not mistaken, it's like the highest scoring game we probably gave up this season. Besides, did Magic score
It
this
was
that
like one
much?
of the maybe like the Spurs game. I think that went to OT though. It might have. It might be. It's up there. It probably is. It probably is. Yeah. But yeah, it was mismatches everywhere, bro. Like I mean, Dame on Şengün was a mismatch. Giannis on Jabari was a mismatch. You had what's his name, Middleton on Fred. They were going
Yeah.
at him on there. Then it was just mismatches everywhere, bro. Then we was getting out rebounded, so it was impossible. This is a good measure of like a good like, hey, this is where you need to get to type of game, man. It's all right. We got a young team and guys is not like they got Giannis and Dame, bro. We got Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks. Like, what are we talking about? So it
Right.
is what it is. Yeah.
And I know I see people on Twitter and a couple of people in the chat like, come on, man, we was this 3 years ago, bad for the last 3 years. Why y'all complaining? This and that. I mean, I want this team to be great. I mean, I'm happy where we at, but I want this team to be great. I don't want this team to just be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this whole tanking is gonna show us fruits, bear us fruits down the line. Like we need to be great. We need to be championship level pretty soon. And just the roster construction and how we look, like we don't have no room for error, bro. Like no room for error. We have to play defense like this because if we don't have nobody. I mean, we don't have no offensive scores that's actually NBA ready. You know what I'm saying? Like we really don't. Like people that's proven it in the league that they can just go get buckets when it's time to get buckets and can run the flow of the game. Like we need some proven veteran scoring type dudes, like a six man, like a Lou Williams type dude, or a Jordan Clarkson type dude. Just somebody just come in for 8, 10, 12 minutes and just go get buckets. So we won't have the bench relying on 37-year-old Uncle Jeff, uh, too little Aaron Holiday, filing machine Tate. Like we just need a little bit better pieces than what we got. And I just want my team to be better. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, that's exact. I mean, I don't get why people would at this point in the season still talking about the last three. Like, what are y'all talking about? The Rockets were before this game a number 6 seed. So what do we? What do we? I think that everything they're like the NBA is not like it's not daycare. Like these are dudes that get paid to play basketball, and the Rockets are trying to win. So yes, you guys know we try to keep it reasonable here. We understand the context of the team, but at the end of the day, they're in a league that's competitive. So we can judge them by where they are, but you also have to judge them in context of the entire league. Because when they win, nobody's saying, "Well, we shouldn't have won." Right? We all
Right.
celebrating and talking bad about the other team. So when they lose, you got to be able to point out the weaknesses of why we lost. But yeah, I agree with you. A good question to ask you, bro, is if you do bring in, because I was talking to Mike about this. If you bring in, let's say we was talking about Jordan Clarkson or somebody like that, that's a two guard. Jalen's already at like 29. Like the past few games, his minutes have been dwindling down. Right, he's damn near under 30 minutes now in the past few games. That's gonna like I don't. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it just to like save his minutes because they actually need it. But man, bro, I think it'll push him down a little bit further on his minutes down the line because all it does is give Udoka another option to go away from him. Because if you bring in somebody that does his job, question is then what is Jalen out there for? Because he's not really an elite defender. He's not an elite rebounder or playmaker. So that's going to be interesting to see how committed the Rockets are to development over really trying to win games if they actually bring in somebody that's like a two guard.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can still thread the needle. I think you can still have both. I think you can bring in somebody, and I'm not upset with Jalen Minutes getting cut. Like, as long as we have somebody there that can keep up the scoring, maybe that'll light a fire under Jalen a little bit more, give him some real competition. Because just benching him, I guess because he know he's getting benched, I'm still gonna start the next game, or I'm still gonna get my minutes no matter what. And it seemed like he ain't even tripping about getting benched. So if we bring in somebody, uh, just he might look at it like, wow, they winning without me. Now I really need to step up because now I could be full gone replaced. Even though I don't think we'll ever just get rid of him so soon, but at least it'll wake him up and show him like, hey, either you gonna get it done or we will get somebody that'll get it done for us. So, like I said, I'm always a fan of the Rockets. I'm not a fan of the name on the back. I'm a fan of the name on the front. And if it means Jalen Green taking less minutes until he get his act together, I'm all for it. But to answer your question directly, between a big and a shooting guard, right now, bro, because our defense is still pretty good without that big man. I think where we really get behind the eight ball at lately in a lot of these games is just scoring lapses. Like, we can't continuously score with guys. Like, we just can't keep up the scoring output, and that like it puts us in a in a weird position where we start forcing things too. So if we can just get a natural guy off the bench, come in, just give us some buckets, 15, 16 points a game just off the bench, then I think that'll help us more right now because we still got like the number three, probably like the top five defense. So right now, if I would like to get both in the free agency, but I think right now if we can just get somebody that can just keep up the scoring output, bro, I think we'll be good in a better place. Then we can work on next, like the offseason, getting a true backup center type big that really can, make some noise.
Yeah, that's I mean, I was team. We need a big man like expeditiously because Jacques Landale ain't it, but the way the defense has been holding up, um, yeah, I'm slightly pivoting it over to getting another guard or like a shooter as a main priority right now. Because man, it's when you got to rely on Jeff Green in the post up ISOs, bro, you down bad, bro. And I seen
Yeah,
that. I know people's happy for Uncle Jeff, but hell nah, bro, they ain't gonna get it when you facing Giannis and Dame, bro.
right. And I love Tari, but I don't. Tari's not an offensive guy like that. He can make hustle plays and be scrappy, get offensive rebounds, put them in, but he's not that offensive guy that I would just say scoring like a burst. I wouldn't expect Tari to just go off a 30 or, what I'm saying, high 25. Unless it's just an ugly, mucky up game where he getting a lot of rebounds, a lot of fast break points. You know what I'm saying? We just need a pure
Yeah.
score that the defense know, hey, this guy can get a bucket. Pay attention to him.
Hey,
And
hey, real quick, what,
yeah, go
bro?
ahead.
We know Cam can score, guys. That man is not ready for this stage. I don't give a damn how good he do in the G League. Like Cam is not ready for this stage, bro. There's more than just whatever people see. And I know he's going to be great, and I agree he should get a shot. I think he should get minutes, tape minutes, but he's not going to fill the void that me and Space are talking about. We're talking about a high level, cerebral scorer that can go toe to toe, or at least you can have him like how Sacramento uses Malik Monk and come in and take over games late. Cam Whitmore is not I repeat, not ready for that mantle. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
Y'all chill out. I agree, though. Give him 10, 15 minutes. Let him go out there, carry some of those units. Maybe he get hot. But that's not what we need. We need, like, somebody to actually, like, be offense for us in certain moments.
Yeah, I'm like KCP, like Denver. Denver is stacked. They still got a KCP in their pocket. Come off the bench and just get buckets. Like somebody. We need somebody of that mold. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, maybe we rushing it, but I still think it's viable to get it. To get a guy like that,
Can
we
I
still
just
got trade pieces and we got picks. We got whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can at least pull a legit 6 man out of the hat from somebody. From
can I just say
somebody.
something though?
What's up, Kurt?
We had Eric Gordon last season, the sixth man of the year, taking up Jalen's minutes, and we were complaining. We were complaining we were not giving Jalen enough minutes because Eric Gordon was taking up his spot.
Because
So I don't know what we're talking
last
about
year
right
was
now.
about development. It was about development last year. Like that's
So
all we
we
wanted was development. Give everybody we was losing. Give everybody the minutes that they need, the young guys. And I wasn't mad at Eric Gordon, me personally. I just think we put too much on his plate at one point in time to where he ain't built like that to carry the team. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in this team and where we at with this group of players, Eric Gordon would be just what the doctor's order for a bench player to come off and be what we need to be. You know what I'm saying? But we was in a whole different mind frame, a whole different phase last year, Kurt. That's why a lot of people were saying, you know what I'm saying, just let Jalen play it out. You good with that, Kurt? Oh, I got my boy EF. You good, Frank?
Yeah, I'm gonna just tap in as the convo flows. Go ahead, EF. I'm
Bet, bet,
curious to
bet.
see what EF heard. I ain't heard from him in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
up,
yeah,
EF? How you feeling, bro?
I'm all right, man. First of all, I look up here and I see Kurt talking, and I see EF Hutton on his tag right there. I don't
Man,
know if
I was
that's.
about to say you in here twice, bro.
No, I think Kurt trying to hijack me. Okay, now he switched back. Okay,
hey,
look,
he did that earlier, bro, and it changed from Kurt to EF. I was like, damn, did EF magically poof up in there? How he do that? Like,
I
I
don't know
gotta
what
give
Kurt
him
got going
access.
on over there. He trying to be a double agent, man. But look, I did mention earlier, and I think somebody was like, "So are you advocating to get Eric Gordon back?" And I was like, I'm not really advocating it, but he would be the perfect person. But um, he was a little disgruntled when he left, whatever. So it's not like he's the only person out there that would fit our roster, but he is a good defender and a great shooter. So having a marksman like that would be good if he happened to come back. Now, could we get him for a Londale? Why would they want Londale back? Well, because they only got one big. So we could get him for like a Londale and a Jermaine Samuel or something silly like that. But I told y'all, man, I put in the chat last time that when I came this weekend, I was coming with trade. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start rounding into shape now because
Oh, here we
obviously
go.
trade deadline
Perfect.
season is approaching quickly, and we got 2 months, until the trade deadline, till trade time really, start to take position. So, um, the one person I've been keeping my eye on that I think is probably will be a great acquisition under the radar for us would be Bogdan Bogdanovic. I think he really the perfect person at that shooting guard position that could challenge Jalen for minutes. Um, 17 points per game or whatever.
You talking about
Plus
the
four
Atlanta kid or
from
the one
Atlanta.
that
Yeah.
Atlanta?
hmm hmm You know, obviously, Serbian or white boy, whatever you want to call it. Marksman from three, shoot off the bounce, off the catch, spot up. Um, a knockdown shooter, man. He a knockdown shooter. He hit big shots. Obviously, his 3-point percentage go down in the playoffs, but I think Bogdanovich would be a steal for us because we could get him for like a Londale and a Tater, or Londale, Oladipo, and Jermaine Samuels or something like that. You know, to where we wouldn't have to give up much to get him if they decide to start scrapping pieces. You know what I mean? If they decide to go ahead and blow it up, trade Trey Young, and they was willing to come off of Bogdanovich, that would be a great acquisition for us. A 6'5", probably I think he more like 6'6" or something like that, but they got him at 6'5". But I think he'll be a great acquisition for us. You know, to challenge Jalen for starting minutes. He played 28 minutes a game or something like that, and you know, obviously have him in the lineup would be big for us with the defense that we already have. And he's an all right defender, not great, you know what I mean, but he's an all right defender. So I think that's somebody that Stone will be having an eye on. The other person that obviously is Dejounte Murray, because I don't think he works in Atlanta, but I think he would be, you know, good for us too, for us having a defender at that shooting guard position. But when we talk about bigs in the league, pause. I'm not really looking to get because you think about it, it's not a lot of great centers in the league right now. But if you say, okay, who are the young up and coming shot blockers in the league? Well, you got Jared Allen, then you have, you know, Robinson, Williams from Boston, who they might slip up and let go. And then to me, you got Mark Williams and Walker Kessler, who would be my target. You know, if I could target, if you could bait Charlotte to give up Mark Williams some kind of way, you know, for something. Maybe they want a veteran. Maybe they want a Jay Sean Tate to add to their defense over there, and you able to get off Jay Sean Tate contract and send him to Charlotte and get Mark Williams and maybe, you know, a little salary piece that they need to get rid of for Jay Sean Tate. That would be a great pickup for us because Mark Williams is 7'2" and elite around the rim at shot blocking, and don't mind going up and putting a little power on the rim, putting a little pressure on the rim. Those would be my, you know, off the back, the ones that I think of that really can make a difference, that would be under the radar. It's not like big name splashes, but those two players, Bogdanovich and Mark Williams, changed the face of our team going forward. So, tell me
Do
what you
you
think
really
about that.
you really think that Charlotte to get off Mark Williams so soon? I don't think so
Yeah, I don't
personally.
think
I
so.
don't think they will. Um, Maybe we can look at somebody like
Well, he's not starting over there. He coming off the bench right now.
nah, he's
You see what
starting
I'm saying?
now. He
Oh, he
was,
was.
but he got
Yeah.
hurt.
Oh,
He's been
okay.
hurt like the last like 2 weeks or so.
Oh, well,
I mean,
yeah.
unless you want to do like how you about maybe Wiseman, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't like Wiseman. I think in a system with Udoka, maybe Udoka can bring something out of Wiseman. I don't think he really got a fair shot in this league yet.
I tell you, my problem with Wiseman is this, Space, is that when you hear, like Kurt was talking earlier, and I heard him say this, he said, you know, oh, we're going to do such and such and such and such. And then, you know, our rookies are just there to do their role. And I'm like, who are we calling rookies that we playing? We don't have rookies playing. So the reason we saying our rookies is because we still considering Jabari and Jalen as rookies in Tari. Why are we considering those guys rookies in year 2 and 3? Because they're not playing up to par. And James Wiseman is playing like a rookie at his level, and he shouldn't be playing like a rookie at this level, which is a lot of decision making. Which, to go with Frank's point about Cam, is that Cam is um, hella athletic and a great scorer, you know, but his decision making is not ready to play on an NBA level. And so, what I don't think we need is guys whose skill level is not complemented by their lack of decision making. Which is why I say I would like a Mark Williams or Walker Kessler more than I would like a Wiseman, because Wiseman has the skill level, but his decision making and intensity don't match. Walker Kessler and Mark Williams, they don't have a great skill level, but the skill they use matches their decision making and intensity.
Do you think Wiseman
That's a,
to give
that's
us
a good
anything
point.
more than Landale's giving us?
That's a low bar, Space. I'm gonna defend the.
I'm just
You probably
asking.
give us more.
I'm just asking. He can. I think he can give us more than what Jock giving us right now.
Dude, you could
Well,
give us more than Jock, bro.
hey, hey,
I
you
just
can
think
give us
you hit one shot, you done passed the bar, bro.
you can give us more than Jock as well, but
Pause.
but
Nah, you reaching, bro.
but I mean, it is guys like, you know, who was the other one? Not Grant Williams, but the other guy people always talk about. Um, the African kids. I forgot what his name is, but I mean, it's guys that obviously like Nerlens Noel and players like that could come in and fill the void of just being a rim
What
protector.
is
You
Nerlens
know,
Noel?
I don't know, but it's guys that can play at the center position that would be effective at protecting the rim. That probably probably wouldn't hurt us to try to get them, but they're not game breakers.
Who's
So
on?
I'm kind
Who's
of looking
on?
for.
Who's um on like the Blazers or somebody? Anybody like that on the Blazers or
Um,
Utah?
You mind if I just a name? I know we've always been talking about it for a while, but honestly, I really think we should just get Malcolm Brogdon. I think that if they willing to give him up, and we could throw in, let's say Tate, like just the same trade that Mike had up on his page, Tate, Landale, and I can't remember who the other third person is.
Do you think?
Gotta be
Go
gotta
ahead,
be
Frank.
Tate Londell and Victor Oladipo contract, right?
Yes, exactly. And then he threw in the Brooklyn pick. I probably wouldn't throw in the Brooklyn pick for this upcoming season, but the next season, sure, yeah, why not?
Brogdon is on with the Blazers. What Brogdon?
Yeah, the Blazers. And then
Yeah,
Brogdon,
they've
you know
already
the Blazers they're gonna when they get ready to decide to tank, which I'm sure they will at some point in January. They'll be probably selling on those players.
yeah, and they're already down, Robert Williams. So I'm sure at one point next season they're gonna try to, trade off Robert Williams as well. They at least get Jock Landale, good luck with that guy. But
with the Blazers right now, they have Jeremy Grant, you know, and they have DeAndre Ayton, whatever that means. Which also he got a big contract, but you know, DeAndre Ayton could make a little difference because he's just a body. You know what I mean? Just a big body that can be in the paint that might come back with some intensity under Udoka. So we don't even know how that will work out. But I mean, yeah, the Blazers have some pieces, but I don't see like it's nothing about the Blazers bigs that would make me say, hey, that's the guy. You know what I
oh
mean?
no, I didn't mean DeAndre Ayton. I'm talking about Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon.
Hey, but yeah, if I do like the bogey, because
Yeah.
I actually think he would be the perfect player to play off of Shangoon, because he's really good in dribble handoffs, and he's a really cerebral player and a really good defender, low key.
Mhm.
Would fit into our system, stretches the floor. Theoretically, he do be tripping sometimes on the shooting. But as far as like a playmaker, a ball handler, like he would be almost like a damn near perfect two guard to plug
Yeah.
into the system. But if you bring a guy like that on, then yeah, Jalen's gonna be watching a lot from the sidelines because he's gonna close out.
Facts.
What do
You
you
know,
think?
Doka is very reliant on vets, and if I got a guy like that on my bench, he playing
What about
damn near 30 plus minutes.
Jovic from Heat?
Nah.
He's too young, bro.
But since we're talking Heat,
He shoot threes. I mean, like we need some shooters.
Just stretch, just like just a shooter
Yeah, like just shooters. Like
off the bench. Yeah, I mean
yeah.
anybody at this point.
Or what's his name from the Washington? Avdia. What's his name? He can shoot.
Denny
Nah,
Avdia.
stay
Yeah,
away from him, bro.
yeah,
He's
Wizards not letting him go.
nah, even that I like him, but he's not that guy, bro. Like
I think we need a big. Like I think in the G League there are a lot of bigs that are tearing it up. I don't know if you've heard, but Jay Huff, he's been tearing it up. And he played for us
I
in
mean,
the
we
preseason.
had Huff too.
Nice. Yeah, we should have signed him. We should have.
yeah,
been good.
But I see
some
Kelly
of
Olynyk. I wouldn't mind bringing Olynyk back. He's a cerebral, good player too.
Oh, that is a very good name. That's actually who I would love to
I
come
do
back.
like Olynyk,
That's who I would love to come back.
but he ain't gonna do much for rim protection.
he defended the paint by taking charges and stuff well, like Shane Battier did. Though.
Hardenstein, maybe Hardenstein. Mac Jerry 82, appreciate you for subscribing, bro. Man, I ain't gonna lie, it's like until teams actually say, we're sellers, it's kind of like we shooting in the dark. You know what I mean? Like, because you never know who's gonna end up probably wanting to get rid of some pieces. I heard more increasingly that the Cavs are really ready to try to break that what's the name duo up between Jared Allen and
Allen
Mobley.
and Mobley.
Maybe we can slide in a Jared Allen piece.
Wouldn't that be ironic, bro?
That would be crazy. That
That
kind of
would
would
be
be like
ironic.
Stone admitting, like, man, I messed up.
He won't do it just for that fact, bro. That's how GMs work in the NBA, bro, or in any sport.
Because
Just
he'll
for
have to
like
give
little
up.
petty stuff like that, they won't do it. They won't do it because it'd be admission of like, I might have got this wrong. They won't do it.
But
Now,
I
now,
think they know that Donovan Mitchell more than likely is not going to re-sign with them.
right,
You
right.
know,
Now,
so
it wouldn't be a string without me saying that Audemars is still going under the radar in college. So I mean,
it is
trying to
man go with
swindle,
Morrow.
try, trying to get a pick around the 20 pick, 15 to 20 pick this coming up draft wouldn't hurt.
I
You know what
mean,
I mean? Because he could drop down pretty low if he keep playing, not playing up to the level that people think he can. He could drop down pretty low to around 20,
one
and
positive
to get
thing so far about this season that we're not going to trade a pick to OKC. That they that's
facts.
a top 4 or 5 pick. Um, but they going to be picking in our spot this year anyway. So, man, I don't know, man. Like, who are some good bigs? Like, cause I'm pretty much the league is thin on good quality bigs, even if they're starters or backups. I think it's more plausible that we can find a guard that can come out and shoot and go and score than finding that archetype of big, because they few far in between right now. Maybe Dwight Powell from Dallas or something. I mean, they got Lively.
Lively is hurt right now. I think for almost for a month, maybe. So it's
Oh,
probably not
Lively
gonna.
got hurt.
Yeah.
But you think about this game, bro. Like honestly, what I try to think of is what really hurt us defensively. Let's think about this. Like if we had like even if we had like Derek Lively, he would have helped a little, but not really. I think at the end of the day, like Jabari needs to get bigger. And to be able to be, because I feel like a lot of the stuff that we need is within him, and he's just not there yet. I also think that, obviously we need better scoring. Just those two, just having that improvement. I think maybe one more body on the roster to just like be out there for rebounding, and we're right there. And so, like, it is just a lot of the stuff we lack is we have the body types on the team. They're just not doing it yet. And that's kind of what's frustrating. But that's what you get when you get with a young team like we have. But yeah, I really, the spacing is really, really bad right now. And the offense is at an ugly spot. When you look at there was a play that stood out to me late in the game. I think right after he subbed all the starters in, Fred was in the corner and Shangun and Jabari went over to him to set a screen.
Yeah, you see
And
that? I was like, both of
I'm
y'all
like,
can't
what
go
are
over
y'all
there, bro.
doing, bro? And as soon as they did that, the play was dead because the spacing is trash. Like,
Right.
what do you dragging the whole defense to a small little corner? And I think it ended up with a Jabari like a heave shot at the end, like he just threw something up, like stuff like that. I mean, that's on. I don't know who's that on, but we just need better, man. That's the offense is just in a really sunken place right now to steal from Kanye.
Yeah,
Because
that
it's
was that
bad,
was.
bro.
I was looking at that. I was like, bro, what are y'all doing? Like, and then Dylan Brooks was right over there in the corner too. Like, I was like,
Bro,
bro,
there's four
y'all
people in
y'all got
that
four
tiny little
people.
sliver of land,
Right.
bro.
I was like, what are y'all doing, bro? What is going on? Uh, I'm gonna ping one out for you, Frank. He actually been doing pretty good lately, and they are on a 23 game loser streak. You know who I'm talking about?
Who we talking about,
Killian
bro?
Hayes. What do you think about
The
Killian Hayes?
Frenchman? Ooh, I actually like Killian, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I know people hate him for some reason.
I think
I actually
Udoka can
like
bring something out of him, bro.
Monty been. I ain't gonna lie. They pushing the buttons. He been playing good, bro. Like he got a little mid range game. He's not a great shooter. Does not help the space and his decision making can be questionable. But he's tries hard on defense. I think as a backup guard, he'd be. I kind of like that. I thought about that space. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, yeah, Killian. Would he fit in on the Rockets? He kind of tough. But I think just getting them spot minutes off the bench is it better than Aaron Holiday? I would, to me, yes. But I know people don't like him, but I like him because I think he's a big guard and it can't hurt at this point.
Yeah,
Right.
because
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
like
I've been
Hayes
looking
too.
like if they gonna blow it up or if they gonna make some moves, and he's already been over there what 3-4 years, something like that, 3 years at least. They probably not looking to pay him nothing. They probably just gonna probably let him walk. Instead of letting him walk, here we'll give you two players, a Tate or somebody like that.
And they
And
also have a lot of guards too, honestly.
yeah, like I don't know if y'all been paying attention, man. Y'all, I see people in the comments like, hell no, Killian Hayes. Killian been doing the loot way better, bro. Like him, to be honest, man. Like him and Jalen about neck to neck right now. The way they
Honestly,
been
Killian's
playing, bro.
defense is actually underrated. Like I actually really do think his defense is really
Yeah, he's
underrated.
a good defender. He is a good defender, and he's tough.
Yeah, man. I mean, you never know, bro. Sometimes guys just need a change of scenery. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then nobody.
I mean, shoot, look at Malik Beasley. That bro was shooting like 29 from the three on the Lakers, and he's shooting like 41 on the Bucks right now.
You know who probably can be available too, and this dude is always in GM. He's always up to trading with us, especially the Rockets. Just for a knockdown shooter, Isaiah Joe from OKC.
Nah, they ain't moving him,
I
bro.
don't, bro. He don't really get no burn. Like he's like third string over there now.
Listen, they gon' I'm telling you, I think they gonna move on from what's his face, Giddy,
Giddy.
at some point. But
I
Joe, a
don't.
lot
I
of
don't
times
think
he'll.
they are for some reason. I don't think they are.
I don't know, but Joe to me he's a big part of their team, and he brings so much. He can, that dude. They would be stupid, downright stupid to let him walk. Like he is really good. Like he could put the ball on the floor. He could play make a little bit. He's one of the best shooters in the league. He's not a liability on defense. Uh, like he's a gem, bro. And yeah, it'd be really dumb. And I think Philly had him at first and let him go. I don't think OKC make that mistake. Like to me, that's just like a dude. If he got on a rocket somehow, oh my god, yeah, he would eat in Houston.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep an eye out, bro. I'm not sure. I don't watch OKC every game. I do watch him when I can, but I don't see him playing enough to say they heavily invested in him like that right now. I don't know, man. I mean, bro. You know how Presti like them trades. Presti love them trades. We could give him probably a couple of pieces or a couple of second rounds. He gonna flip that. He's gonna flip that and do something with it. Like he always looking to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like Isaiah Joe, man. I'm telling you, man. He might become available, bro. Presti love them picks, man. Um, I'm just racking my brain. You know what I'm saying, to see who's available and what we can do. You know what I'm saying, because this 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 rendition of this team is not. I know it's our first year really competing, but bro, like I see the potential where we can be with just one or two pieces. You know what I'm saying? I think we're closer than not. And if we be aggressive, bro, we can just come out and actually stun, probably make a actual first round, second round playoff this year. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, we got us a super sticker. Dutcherton De Niro dropping 50 bones on us, man. Appreciate that, Dutcherton. Good looking out, brother. Good looking out, man. You a real MVP. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Like
Yeah,
I always
appreciate you,
say,
bro.
me and Frank,
Appreciate
yeah.
the support.
Yeah, me and
You
Frank
ain't got
will.
no comment, bro.
He just put a sticker. I don't know if he know what he doing. It says his first super
Okay, you
chat.
probably accidentally hit the button. Well, go ahead, Spacer. Cut the stream off before you change it. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, he just didn't. Matter of fact, if you meant to put a comment, make a comment down, and I'll read it out for you, bro. Uh, big love, man. Big love to you. He probably didn't know. He probably thought he was making a comment. He just put a super sticker there. But Dutcherton, if you got a question you want to be asked, man, hit the chat, and I'll answer it for you, and the whole panel will answer it for you.
So
Oh, he
but,
said he didn't mean to make a comment. Oh, he's just showing love. All right, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
big up for the love.
Third good. I know you ain't really give your full take. You was just chiming in, bro. What you got, man? How you feeling? You know about the game, about the Rocket situation, whatever you want to take it, bro. Third good, you with us? I think third good dropped off. All right, EF, what you was saying? When third good come back, we'll go to.
No, all I was saying was that it's the players like Bismack Biyombo, Miles Plumley, DeAndre Jordan, JaVale McGee, Alex Lynn, Cody Zeller, and Chimsy Mateo, Mo Bamba, Moses Brown, Harry Giles, like all these players on the final year of their contract. You know what I mean? So, you know, any one of those guys could easily become available. You know, obviously Clint Capella got 2 years left. Miles Turner got 2 years left, and those guys are the guys those gonna be the big name players. Like Miles and Clint gonna be big name players going into free agency. So obviously everybody gonna have I don't know, but some of those guys that's in their last year of their contract, you know, they might be easy steals. Alex Lynn, you know, who
I don't like him.
I'm not big on him either, but you know, he a big body and he have moments. You know what I mean? So we don't need him as a starter, but just a guy that can be big and have moments. He definitely better than Jay Londale. So
I'm not quite sure about that.
You don't think so?
I'm not quite sure about that. That man been pulled, man. I done seen this man be. I mean, I don't know, bro. I hate to say what a player's not gonna be because systems matter, coaching matters. You know what I'm saying? Roster construction matters. Yeah. But from what I've seen out of him, I don't think he'll be too much better than
Biyombo just ate us up like, you know, 2 games ago. So facts. You know,
ate us up.
Obviously if we could steal a Bismack Biyombo, anything like that, man. I mean, you know, it's guys that'll be available, but none of those guys are game breakers to me, you know, really. Which I don't think we need a game breaker. Like everybody keeps saying, we really, like our greatness, like from going to good to great, is solely contingent on Jalen Green. That's it. Like if we keep him or we trade him, we move him. I mean, I know, you know, we all kind of on this. It don't really benefit us to move him right now. It don't. Not until. But at the same time, his contract is up when? This year, is it right?
I think he can be extended this year, but I think he still got 1 more year on his rookie contract.
Right.
I think
about Jalen?
Yeah.
Nah, they got a team option this coming year. So yeah, they exercise that.
They already picked it up though on him, Shangoon, and somebody else.
But yeah, they got that team option, and then the next summer is when he's extension eligible. But they can start negotiating because some players they can extend them by restructuring that last year of their rookie scale contract into it. But now with the CBA, they allow you to do multiple guys on your roster with 5-year extensions.
Like 5 years,
it used to be you just had to get one designated rookie that you give that extra 5 year to. I think you could do it for 2 players now, if I'm not mistaken, maybe more. They can negotiate, and I think it's better for Jalen and the Rockets because then you don't have to give them a max to get that 5 years. You could actually just work out a team-friendly contract and still have that 5th-year option available as an incentive for him to stay on it, which some people may argue why, but, you know.
Well, the two things about Jalen is this. And I was saying that I've been on the record 1,000 times saying that Cam Whitmore is our most valuable trade piece. That's no longer the case. Jalen Green is our most valuable trade piece this time.
Ooh.
Um, I, but I will say this: there is a how you say it's kind of a kicker with Jalen because this is the thing with Jalen. Two things I'm gonna tell you. His shot got a somebody was saying his shot got a little hitch in it. Now, I don't know if the shot is from moving the ball from his left side to his right side that's causing him to try to line it up, or it's he's jumping and he's not fluid, not balanced and fluid on his elevation
He
that's
pauses at the
causing it.
top. He pauses at the top of his shot.
Right, right. But if you notice, Kenny Smith used to do the same thing, but Kenny Smith's shot was a straight dead on shot, and he didn't have a lot of arc on his shot. So it's something about the way he bringing the ball from point A to point B before he goes into a shot that's causing him to shoot bad. But that's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing to me is the game that Ime with the Lakers. The game with Ime told him, Austin Reeves was on the starting shit and you was on the select shit, and he came out and balled, and then after that he just went back to normal. And I said this that Mark Jackson used to go out every game and hype up Reggie Miller, like, oh man, they talking about your mama in the papers, man. They said this, that, and oh man, they said you can't shoot better than him. Or that dude said he gonna bust your tail. And Mark Jackson used to go out there and hype Reggie Miller up like that every game.
Yeah.
Jalen needs somebody to do that to him every game until he get it in himself because we know like you can go back and look at the games where they almost got into fights or games where somebody was picking on Jalen or somebody was talking noise to Jalen and Jalen was smashing them. Like he would really get in his bag and become really aggressive. He would focus and all his shots would start dropping. And it's like something I always say that you can look at a player's eyes and you can tell what kind of player he is. And Jalen has pause really soft eyes. He don't have
Yeah, that's a
laser.
pause. That's a pause.
he don't have laser focus. You know what I mean?
Damn, bro, get a room.
I had to say it because it's what it is. Like they say, he always smiling and giggling and stuff like that. But he need that, like Frank always say, like he used to compare Jalen to possibly having Kobe potential. But if you look at Kobe's face, man, Kobe eyes look like he gonna cut through your soul if you say the wrong thing. Jalen don't got that. The only time he has that is when he's upset. He literally needs to be mad or focused or pissed off about something to play good. And the point I'm trying to make is the second game he played against LA, I would bet you any amount of money that Ime sat there and said, "Now I'm not finna tell this nigga again that Austin Reeves was on the real team and he was on the select. I'm gonna see if he remembers that and goes out and plays the same way." See, Ime had to sit there and say, "I'm not finna tell this nigga the same shit again. I'm not finna remind him of that," and sit there and watch him get dogged and sit there with his arm folded like this mother effer. Don't remember what I just told him last time he saw this dude. You see what I'm saying? So Ime sitting there with his arm folded and saying, he's not a dog. He's not a dog because I gave him the ammunition he needed to go out and bust this dude tail, and he's not doing it. Right. He's not doing it on the second time he's seeing. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of my takeaway from Jalen, which is why I'm kind of, I'm still not, I still don't want to trade him. I got trades in the bag. I'm just holding on to him. Trust me, I got like 5 or 6 good trades for Jalen. I'm not letting them off yet until I know y'all fed up and I know y'all tired of him. Then I'm gonna let y'all have a couple of them. But right now, it's up to Jalen to look going, going kind of into the All-Star break and looking at it and saying, "Damn, I should have been an All-Star." And let's see if he starts to pick up the momentum and start to play like he should be an All-Star. That's kind of what I'm waiting to see. As far as his shot, he really need to he really needs to take a lesson from Curry. Curry says, the one thing he does is he spots the ball in front of his foot. Like for people who listen, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna be long. For people who listening, if you ever read the encyclopedia on how to shoot, your big toe, your knee, and your elbow should all line up when you shoot your shot. That means your middle finger is lined up with your knee, your elbow, and your toe. That's how you get direct aim on the shot. Jalen doesn't shoot like that. He brings the ball from around his chest and tries to swing it to that position. Well, he needs to spot the ball where he wants his shot to be at before he shoots the ball. That's just the bottom line. I don't care about the hits or none of that. He needs the ball to be spotted. So when he jump and he's off balance, even if he jumping his feet up to the left, the ball needs to be coming up off the floor where he wants his elbow to line up. That's just the bottom line about Jalen's shot, and he'll start to make them again. Because if you notice, when the ball lands lined up with his elbow, the shot goes in. So it's just little stuff like that that he has to get in the habit of doing, and hopefully he'll get in the habit of doing. And then I want to say, I keep saying Jabari needs to, from the elbow, needs to shoot off the backboard. That's just the bottom line. You 15 feet away, kiss the ball off the glass and make it go in. It's a square. You put a round in a square like a single Reese's. Throw the ball off the middle of the backboard, let it go in.
Like a single Reese's. um, I can't see Jalen toes and big toes, so I don't know if that's I can't evaluate that. But you might be on to something. You might be on to something. We got my boy Dutcherton De Niro in the building. His last name De Niro, so he put up the money, big bucks, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate the love, Dutch. Good looking out, man. How you feeling about the game? Let me hear it.
Yeah, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, no, that was just some love, bro. It wasn't nothing, bro. Appreciate y'all, man. Everything y'all
out.
do. For real, for real. I mean, I watched the game. Man, look, I'm gonna keep it positive, bro. I feel like we in a real good position, man. For what I've seen the last 3 years, bro, like, a tough loss like this, I gotta appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I'm gonna look at it. Do we need some changes? Of course. You know what I'm saying? Do we need to make a couple of trades? Of course. But I feel overall like, man, it's just a whole different like ball team, you know what I'm saying, from like what it was. So I'm happy to see them competing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some tough losses. We can't, one thing about Rockets fans, we a little OD. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah, we can go off the
we be
deep
going,
end sometime.
yeah, we be going crazy. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, man, I can't even be mad at this team. Ime, he trying to set different culture. He out there, you know what I'm saying, catching texts with the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we need. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm gonna take this loss on the chin. I'm gonna just be like, yo, this was a good one because I expected. I didn't know we gonna get blown out or not. You feel me? So I don't feel like we got blown out. I feel like we played a tough game. They got us. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we talking about Dame. We talking about Giannis. We talking about Brooke. We talking about a well-oiled machine over there. You know what I'm saying? That's been, so
Yeah.
that wasn't that. I'm gonna take that loss. I ain't even tripping. That's all I got to say, really.
Yeah, I think with the I guess what we when we be looking at it and when we evaluate is how, because we look at the landscape of the league and we see exactly what we need to be competitive night in and night out, to where we can say we can judge in comparison to like championship teams, because it's all about the championship. You know what I'm saying? We're not putting the cart before the horse. You know what I'm saying? But we just looking like, okay, we hung with them this long. We gave them a good battle. What can we do to get to that level? Because we got a lot of teams with 2, 3, hell, 4 Hall of Famers on them. And if we just waiting and I guess treading water until these guys get old and trying to just wait on our guys to flourish naturally, I think we probably be just beating a dead horse, because we're not the only team in the league. Like, other teams are getting better. Other teams are adding. Other teams is doing this. So we just don't want to get left behind the 8 ball and look up and we like, damn, we just a middle in the team because we didn't make moves when we had the money to make moves, or we had the cap room or the assets to actually make a move, and now we like, damn, now we really got to probably break up our core unit just to be able to compete. So
Are we talking year?
we talking like kind of like down the line, 2 maybe 3 years from now, but building a good squad.
Yeah, I'm looking at it like that too. Though I'm with you on that.
Yeah, just like building a solid squad, it takes incremental growth. You know, you get good backup bigs, you get good players, you get good bench players. Because usually when you come and you trying to compete, you don't really want to move none of your starters or none of your top prospects. If you got high value backups, that could push the needle. If you, especially if you got like a few picks in your pocket like we do too. I don't want to have to give up a Jabari to be able to, or you know what I'm saying, a Atari, just to be able to get up there and actually be able to compete. Like, we need these fringe guys to be good guys, so that'll keep a barrier around our core 4 or 5 guys that we got. So it's always incremental growth. You know what I'm saying, to get to where you going. And if we just don't make no moves, man, we gonna find ourselves behind the 8 ball, and then the pressure gonna be on. Be like, man, we tanked for 3 seasons, and look where we at. We still don't have that guy, or we still don't have this guy. So it'd be better to get that guy, bring him into your culture, build up your culture. You're a solid playoff team now. Now you could take this dude that's valuable, have value in the league, and get another piece. You know what I'm saying? If you have to do it that way. But resting on your laurels, not being aggressive, it always gets you burnt in the end.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
let me add to that real quick, just on Space's point, is that in the NBA, we could be a young and promising team this year and be where Detroit is next year. That's how crude this league is. So you never assume linear progression in players, franchises. We've seen championship level teams go to the bottom of the league in one season. So you try to capitalize on every season depending on what your goals are. If your goals are to develop players and you develop them and try to capitalize on the draft, if your goal is to win, you go for it. But at the same time, the Rockets can't like start breaking up their core just to make moves. But I think right now the best way to thread the needle between development and winning is to actually win and put yourself in positions where those young guys get the experience, the high leverage moments, so they could get a taste of that level of basketball. Because if you look at it historically in the NBA, the springboard for teams turning the corner to being contenders is getting a taste of the playoffs. You find a team that jumped up out of the mud of the NBA, they had to go through like that first round bounce. Or nowadays will be the play-in or something like that. Or I don't even know if the play-in is enough. To me, I think you got to get in that first round, that 7-game series. That stuff changes players. It changes everything for them. So it's important for us to get these games in the regular season and have a structure on our team that's conducive for guys to be able to play in ways that's successful for them. I don't want to see like players playing over their minutes or having matchups that's not favorable because we don't have a certain player type, or having like Şengün playing 40 minutes, guarding all sort of people, Fred playing damn near 48 minutes. You got Jabari guarding this person, and Jalen has to be the point guard even though he ain't. So I just want a real team. Guys can work on their real skills that they can use in real important basketball games. And I think once you do that, you set a baseline for like, okay, we're a playoff team. That confidence goes a long way. I don't want us to fall. Like, if we don't make the playoffs this year, I'll be super disappointed. So I think it's very important that Rafael Stone makes an effort to improve this team to put us there, because anything short of that from what we've shown right now is a major disappointment. That 32 game stuff, that's out the window now. Like, they damn near have to make the playoffs. To me, that's my goal. Like, they have to make the playoffs,
Yeah,
or at
and
least a play-in.
yeah, because we can look at the team we played tonight. Look at the trajectory they was on with Giannis. Giannis was budding, upcoming. They needed some pieces to go around them. They got bounced out the first round. Then they made it like to the second round. Then they eventually knocked on the door of the Eastern Conference Championship. They made it there. They got put out. They came back. They got, they traded for Drew Holiday, and then now they got Dame. You see how they got incrementally better because they got better players around them, and now Giannis is there, and they window is open to win a championship as long as they have Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't just rest and was like, okay, we can probably get better. They went and traded and got active, got Chris Middleton, and cultivated a culture, and now it's just they a staple in the NBA. They're a staple in the playoffs. Like that's just how we gonna have to probably take a page out of their book. Hey, get better here. Get this guy here. Get a shooter that fits Giannis. Get a big that Giannis can play with. Oh, Brook Lopez. You know, we just got to figure out what guys we want to keep, and then add guys on the fringes to make this a whole team. Because the Bucks is a prime example of what we should be trying to aim for. You know what I'm saying? And I think the reason why Miami don't just necessarily win the chip, because they like overachieve more than half of the playoffs. Jimmy Butler just go crazy, and then he can't sustain it because they got a whole bunch of like just mid-level shooters, and then they play smart, but they just don't have the pieces that really work all the time. That's why they always in a trade situation to get a guy like Dame or somebody like that, Donovan Mitchell or something like. They're a good team, but they can't never get over the hump, especially since they got rid of, you know what I'm saying, LeBron and D Wade. I don't want to be like right there. I mean, I take it for a couple of seasons, but eventually you're gonna have to get over that hump.
And to piggyback off what Space and Frank said, obviously, you know, like the Blazers beat us last year, the Nuggets beat us a couple times last year. Well, we already beat the Nuggets. The Blazers don't have Dame, so if you look at that, that's like almost 6 or 7 games plus the 22 that we won last year. That we should be, you know, that should get us right there to 30 games already. Just on those 2 teams alone should get us to 30 games, you know. And so you look at the games that we beat Memphis while Ja wasn't there. That's another 3 games that we would have lost last year. So it's like just the numbers alone tell us that we should be 35 games, you know, based off where we are, you know. So, you know, I was saying 43 games is what I thought we would win. It's hard not to do that. We also all agreed that we were going to give Stone until this trade deadline before we put out the wanted post on him this year. And you know, like I say, that trade deadline is approaching. It's not a thing to where you can say, hey, look, you know, we got better. We got better because of Ime. We got better because our players older, and we paid $100-something million, you know, to players. Okay, you're supposed to get better, but did you get better by making moves that wasn't put in your lap? Like those moves were put in our lap. We all agreed that Fred VanVleet was, you know, top 2 players at the point guard position that we should go out and get. We all agreed that if Dillon Brooks came available, that he was considerable, even though most people said we shouldn't get him because they was going with the media narrative, and I was totally adamant that he was the player that we needed. And Lopez, you know, because he's one of the you know, the premier centers to do, you know, with his skill set. So it's things like that that fall in your lap that Stone has been able to do. But has he made a move that was beneath the radar that set this team in position to be, you know, in contention, you know, at the highest level? And we haven't really seen Stone do that. It's up to him to. Because this idea that because he was Maury's right hand man, that he has the same eye for the analytics to where he can take a guy and say that if we put this guy in X position and he does X at an 80% clip, that X is going to fit into this team. Stone hasn't shown that. Stone hasn't shown the propensity to say, hey, this guy goes left and he scores 60% of the time that he drives left. So if we put him on the right-hand side of the court in our offense and he goes left, that's 60% field goal rated. That's what Maury did. Stone is not showing us that he can do that. And that's what we need Stone to be able to show us that he can do, is to use those analytics, and he's supposed to be the basketball guy, use his basketball knowledge and make this team incrementally better with players that's not falling directly into his lap. So when we look at players like Jalen Green, who was the second overall pick, and then you look at all the guys who went after Jalen Green that's playing marginally better than he is, you say, okay, that falls on Stone solely. That's not on nobody but Stone, because he sat there and he listened to what the narrative was, and he picked the guy that he thought was the number two according to what the spectrum was, and it's not working out. Did you pay attention to the guys heart? Did you pay attention to the guy's drive? Did you look at his work ethic? Did you look at how he plays as far as consistency goes? Because I heard somebody on the last stream say Jalen has always been inconsistent. Now I didn't pay attention to him in high school and in E League night, G League night or whatever. But if that's a fact that he's always been inconsistent, and Stone picked him number two overall instead of picking a guy who was consistently um, two steps under Jalen, then that's on Stone. So, we want our team to be better, but it's not just about being better because of the automatics. It's about being better because we finding these pieces that fit the puzzle good enough to propel us into elite conversations, and not just because
Yeah,
you spent the money.
I want Dutch to get it. Like, I don't disagree with what you're saying though. I am happy with what his team is. Like, I think we are ahead of the curve from what I pretty much assessed the beginning of the season and how this season was gonna play out. I just think I'm looking like a lot of fans. We looking. I know Frank are. We looking at more down the line than just short term right now. Like short term, I'm happy. I'm satisfied. Long term, I don't know how much noise we can legitimately make if we don't make the necessary moves to get to where we're trying to go. So I do agree
I
with you
I have
short
no
term though.
I have no no thought in my mind that long term we're gonna be in a good position. I might have came in the conversation a little late because I was just really talking about short term. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Okay.
just thinking about like what Emid did in this quick little 20 something games that what I'm saying we didn't play so far. I feel like from the past 3 years, what I was looking at, I'm out here in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get the package and everything for me to watch the
Right.
games. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting tired of looking at that.
Hey,
So,
hey,
that's really where I'm coming from.
let me say this too to you, Dutch. Say we all kind of right on the same wavelength, because I'm under the impression that we really need 6 years before we take that big jump. So we had the three tanking, and we should really expect 2 or 3 years of being, low to middle of the pack playoff teams before we really hit that. Okay, we getting into the semi-conference finals, semifinals, finals, championship. So I mean, you know, you don't like I don't expect Jabari, and I hope, and I hate to say this, I hope he don't really make a big jump after his rookie contract. You know what I mean? Because we want to get him on a low contract, and that's just the business aspect of it. So, to be taking small steps to a moderately good team, that's good for us as far as money wise goes, because that allows us, like our space was saying, to keep our core guys together long enough for them to grow in chemistry, because that chemistry is going to be as valuable as skill set.
Hey, what's old buddy name from the Warriors? Who they had picked up? I'm gonna take a page out of E.F. Hutton book. The white dude that be hitting them threes over there.
Brandon
Rob,
Paz presents me something like
Who?
that.
What's his name? Nah,
Brandon.
he's a veteran, bro. Like what?
Oh,
oh,
He killed
Oh,
us in the
Anthony Lambert.
nah,
Sarich.
you
That's his name.
yeah,
Sarich.
Dario, he play on the
oh,
Suns.
Like the dude is a multifaceted player. Like he can half-ass guard the rim, play a little bit of D. He can pass. He can shoot the lights out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's
but
how do you?
space. I'm gonna say with players like that, it's hard to gauge them outside the context of being around Hall of Famers.
No, but he
That's
was
to
good and
me.
he was decent in in
He was
in
alright.
in,
He
in the
was
Suns too. He was
he
he
was
was decent.
alright, bro. He
A
was
lot of
alright
people
because
say that's why they lost that one year because he got hurt, pulled his knee or whatever.
he was playing with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Like to me, that's the Jacques Landale mirage, bro. It's like we judge these role players around offensive engines that basically maximize all they do to the 100%. You know what I mean? So it's really hard to tell. Like when you take Steph Curry or Chris Paul or Devin Booker away from, I think Dario played a little bit in OKC if I'm not mistaken, or am I mixing him up with somebody else?
I think he
Um,
did. I think he
he did,
started in
right?
OKC.
Yeah, he was alright, bro. For shooting wise, he would be a large improvement. But I just, for me personally, I think we need a movement shooter like a JJ Redick, bro. Like somebody that
Luke
defense,
Kennard.
Luke Kennard, somebody defenses just got to respect. Like they have no choice
Right.
but to like you got to stick to him, and that would open up everything for us.
Isaiah Joe. Nah.
That
I ain't gonna. I mean, I swear I'm watching Isaiah, bro. I'm watching him.
I wish we could prop Vassell away from San Antonio.
Yeah, they ain't gonna give up a sale. Not that I don't think so. But maybe they'll give up. The other white dude over there that shoot the threes. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank on him. Not the one Shangoon put in the cup. What's that other dude name?
on what team?
On the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, buckets.
Yeah, he can shoot.
Doug McBuckets.
Because
McDermott.
Yeah, McDermott. You know what I'm saying? Just for shooting. We
Yeah, he be
need
shooting like
shooters
that.
so bad, bro. It's like if we not gonna if we this is what I say. If we're gonna go the big route, then we need a shooter, like a knockdown
Yeah.
shooter that is not if they're not gonna just come in and we get a guard that's gonna help facilitate. Because once what Fran Van Vliet really needs when he drives and kicks is that he got somebody out there that's gonna be able to shoot, like a pure shooter. We just need that.
Like Danny Green.
Yeah, we need somebody like that, bro.
Hey,
Bro, we
if
ain't
we
had a
get
shooter in 4 years in Houston, bro. It's crazy. Even Garrison Matthews he was a fake shooter because that dude. You look at his numbers, bro. Like he hit the toughest threes, but the wide open threes and all the open threes, he was
He
just like shooting
missed.
20.
facts.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, if we got Grayson Allen, we'll have two nutcrackers on our team.
I
Bro, you
mean,
tripping, bro.
Grayson, I don't like him. I don't like him.
He too dirty for me.
I don't
Yeah,
like
I
him
don't
either.
like him. What is Miami looking like right now? Last time I checked, they was like 6, 7 seed, but I guess that don't really matter because
And them boys, they gonna make the finals, bro.
yeah,
Don't be worried.
that's what I'm saying. It don't really
Hey,
matter because
that
they'll
what's his name? Their rookie is good.
Triple J, Javier
Nah,
Javier.
Miami Javier Jaquez.
Jaquez,
Hey, bro,
Jaquez, yeah,
he's cold.
yeah.
I remember him from the Rico runs. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
he's the one that be wearing the headbands from the Rico
Mm-hmm.
runs. Be looking like somebody cousin just out there hooping with
Yeah.
NBA players. But he good, bro.
Yeah, what's crazy is he's in a perfect place for him because he gets to learn under Jimmy Butler, bro. Like that's perfect.
See, Voodoo say Nikola Jovic is a 43% 3-point shooter. That's what I'm saying.
They ain't gonna
Jovic.
let him go, bro.
No, they not.
Yeah, Miami's smart, bro.
Miami loves to like keep those dudes and just develop them, let them get their minutes in the G League, and then they bring them out of nowhere. And everybody's always surprised, like, where does Miami Heat player come from? Well, it's a G League, bro.
But they
It's
need
what
they
you offer
need
them, though.
they need what they probably been lately is just they don't have like a ISO scorer type dude themselves. Besides, I mean like a level a legit starter because I like Tyler Hero, but his defense just leave him like you know what I'm saying 6 man. They haven't had a Dame. I think if they would have got Dame, bro, they would probably be.
They've been kind of mentioning Levine with them, but I don't think it's a strong chance that would happen. Because I think Chicago Bulls feel like they still might have a chance to enter the playoffs.
Yeah,
Chicago Bulls tripping, bro.
I think
They
Levine
should
probably
be
didn't
blow it
checked
up.
out on them already.
Yeah, that's done. They need to blow that up. It's at this point, it's just they're delusional.
So no. So from what I understood, what might be happening is that they're gonna trade Levine, depending on how it goes with what they get, and they're gonna keep DeRozan, then go into the next season.
That's already a bad sign.
Yeah,
Like
it's
to
crazy.
me, like
It's
what
I,
people
I think it's because Orlando Magic owns their picks, so they're really screwed regardless.
I mean, you just take that L, bro. Because you already took the L when you let Orlando draft Franz Wagner with your pick. You might as well finish out taking the L because you gave them Wendell Carter for nothing, damn near, and for Vooch, who you about to move off of. I mean, that's one of the worst trades in recent memory. The Orlando and Chicago trades that the
Yeah,
NBA made.
it was a bad trade.
Terrible trade, man, and it's the gift that keeps giving for Orlando. But like to me, if like how OKC got our pick, to me that don't move me. I don't give a damn, bro. I'm just trying to build a team for the future. Like I don't think teams should play to like, oh, they got one of your picks, so now you're making all these weird roster moves and playing with money for years down the line just because of that. To me, that's just you just
Would
take
you?
the L.
Would you? I mean, hypothetical. Since we going there, I'm a BEF Hutton tonight.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, it is.
what? I mean, if we can fit him under the cap, like free agent. I mean, like he just probably on the expiring already. Would you take a stab at DeMar DeRozan just to see how he fit? Because he played with Fred already. You know what I'm saying? Like
Damn.
that's
I'm not
kind
throwing
of because
DeRozan over Dylan
DeRozan
Brooks.
still got that mid range, bro. He's gonna teams ain't gonna be able to just play drop like that on us with DeMar. Like the dude's gonna
That
kill you from
space
mid
and
range.
that space. Damn, that space nasty. Like I would consider it, but he would be starting over Jalen Green.
I would start him over Jalen Green. So they have Fred VanVleet, DeMar
DeMar
DeRozan, and
DeRozan,
Brooks.
Dylan Brooks,
It's fire.
Jabari,
Yeah,
It's fire.
and
no,
Jalen.
but I don't know. I don't feel
That's
like
fire.
you.
But he'll be
I,
expiring though.
yeah, that's crazy. Don't no,
He'll
that's
be
crazy.
expiring
He needs to,
contract. Like
yeah, hell, he needs to get his ass off the bench because you don't bring somebody
Nah, he ain't
that's
coming off the bench.
I know, but that's just crazy to me. You an expiring
Yeah, I
contract.
wouldn't do it. To me, that's a
Yeah, that's
low upside.
yo. I
You could
wouldn't
damage
any
team
young.
chemistry.
Yeah, exactly. Any young players, I would look at that and never trust our front office. Never.
Nah, not
Yeah,
really,
but
because
he
look,
ain't coming off the bench.
here's
Now,
the thing. You
it's
say
just for look. Hear me out. Hear me out. He's an expiring. You're not investing in him. You're not looking to sign him back. Like
Yeah, but you talking about signing DeMar Rosen at the trade. I mean, trading him for him at the trade
at the
deadline.
trade deadline,
Just
they
just
ain't
to
gonna
move
want. I
Jalen
mean,
to the green.
they ain't gonna want
Just
too
to
much
move.
for him. He ain't Levine. You know
I
what
ain't
I'm
gonna lie, he
saying?
probably wanted
Wait,
a first round pick.
yeah, you're gonna at least give him more than a first round pick. And then
no,
you saying that just so you could put Jalen Green on the bench.
so let's say
That's not gonna work.
let's
That's
A lot of people saying Jalen Green ain't nothing but a 6 man anyway.
let's say you can get him Tay
yeah. You
Londale
can't
for
listen. If you
Victor
listen to Rocket
Oladipo.
fans every day, though, we would have an entirely different team, though.
Nah, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
He
You know what I'm
put
saying? I'm
hey,
just
now Zach Levine. That's the real. If you want to play devil's advocate, the Rockets. That's a question,
but if
bro.
we get
Like
Zach Levine, then Jalen is like he on the bench
he's
for
done.
another 3-4 years. He's
Listen,
trade
Nah,
bait
that means
then.
you done with Jalen. Might be in the trade.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He
Honestly,
trade
you
bait
might as
then.
well.
Zach Levine is getting paid $50 million a year. I am
Yeah, that's
good.
nuts.
I'm good.
No, no. Okay, so this the way I see it. If you're able to get DeMar DeRozan and you put Jalen on the bench, right? Then you do change the offense up because obviously,
Hold on, hold
you
on, hold on,
running.
hold on, hold on. Yeah, who? I called your mom, Mac Jerry.
Oh
Who
yeah,
you in?
they going back and forth. Voodoo and
Voodoo, man,
Mac
y'all
Jerry.
chill, man,
Y'all relax, bro.
y'all
Please.
chill, man. You know we don't get down like that over here, bro. Like Voodoo, you know better, bro. You
I'm
talking
too
about?
old for that,
Don't be
man.
bringing nobody mama in this, man. You know we ain't the blessed. I'm gonna pull up on you type of
Yeah,
channel.
man.
You know
Y'all
what I'm
slow
saying?
down,
Like,
bro.
don't do that, man. Let Mac Jerry make it, man. He just subscribed, bro.
Nah, I don't know who started the space. You got to go back in the chat.
I
I
don't
don't know if
know. I
Mac
don't
know who
know. I
started it.
seen him going back earlier, but I didn't know it was going. It was cordial at first. The last. How did it get to your mama and all that? How did, what is all that?
I'm some grown man, bro. Y'all come on, man. Damn. Can't we all just get
Can't
along?
we all just get
goddamn it?
along, Rodney King? What is going on, man? I just so happened to glance at the thing and it said something about
Yeah,
somebody's
I'm reading
mama,
back at
man.
it right now, and they really did turn up on each other just like randomly.
Oh, he
Over
a
some damn
Bucks
Rockets,
fan.
bro. Y'all
Man,
keep up,
but
bro.
he subscribed to the channel. He's still part of the CSGs. He a
Hey,
Bucks
y'all
fan.
keep it cordial though, bro. Keep it cordial. We like to.
Yeah,
It's like a restaurant, bro. We don't want our other patrons to feel awkward in here. So YouTube just put in some new timeout features. Y'all don't let me try it out on y'all now. Just go ahead and keep it cordial.
Merc one said they've been going at it a while. Yeah, I mean, I seen it like 10 minutes ago, but it was just more of a basketball discussion. Once you start going to like your mama, come on, bro. Come on, let's not go there. Let's not go there, bro. Like that's intermediate.
Man said
Trill
I called
Scott
your
and her
mama.
talking about let them cook. No, man, let's not, bro. Like, oh man, Voodoo, man, you know how we rock over here, bro. Don't let nobody get under your skin like that, bro.
Especially if you're a Bucks fan, because we need the outside input from other fan groups. We want y'all here.
Yeah, man, I
Bucks
don't
fans,
mind people
Warriors
coming
fans, we
in and
like all
being,
that.
yeah, yeah. That boy talking about just because he wanted us to trade for Robert Williams, you had to go at him like that. Voodoo crazy. Oh man, no man, y'all keep it. I mean, keep it basketball, bro. Have fun in the chat. Do what y'all do. Let's just keep it basketball, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Keep it basketball.
But
Them
yeah,
boys, wow, man. I ain't going back and read. I watch it on the replay or something. I'm not going back and read it so I can see who actually started getting personal. Don't get personal, bro. That's it. That's it.
yeah.
All right, yeah. What you was saying, bro? My bad.
All I was saying was, yeah, DeMar DeRozan, he do play in the same area that Şengün and Jabari have to operate in, but uh, he's a winning player. Levine has consistently been on losing teams, and I have to take that into consideration. So even though he might be a more skilled player and a floor spacer and a high flyer, I don't. He's one of them players like you say his style of play, something about what he doesn't contribute to winning basketball. So I mean, I would definitely take DeMar over Levine. Plus, Levine makes more money. Plus, you probably could get DeMar for a little bit of nothing. Um, that would be one of the players where you could probably swing something with the same thing. You probably could get off of Tate and Londale and some pieces and get DeMar DeRozan and just bring him in and you put Jalen Green on the bench, like Frank said, because at this point he's playing like a Jordan Clarkson. So why go out and get a Jordan Clarkson when we got one already? So
Yeah, I just think
Nah,
I just
wait. Let me clear. I didn't say I wanted
Yeah.
DeMar so we could put Jalen on the bench.
no, I know. Now I was just saying because earlier you said, "What about we? If we got a player like Jordan Clarkson?" And I was like, "Well,
Yeah, I said that would. Yeah, that would. Any player you get that plays Jalen's position is likely going to be better than him right now. And seeing how Coach Udoka operates, that's going to eat into Jalen's minutes, and he's already inching lower and lower under 30 minutes, while the rest of the starters in the mid 30s. So you bring in a real somebody that does his job better than him. They're not going to find more minutes for Jalen. They're not going to take Atari minutes away. So whoever they bring in is really there to eat up Jalen's minutes. I think that's what we
but see,
gotta.
this is why I said DeMar and not Levine. I think if you make a move for DeMar, it's clearly temporary until Jalen just get up to speed. But if you make a move for Levine, then that's clearly like Jalen. We basically replacing you. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, I definitely I hear you on that point, but it's just the fact that DeMar is still on an expiring contract, so that means that by the time next season comes, it's gonna be a lot like there's teams already clearing their cap up for you know the biggest free agents next year. So I mean, I do hear you, but it's like, is it worth giving up 1 or 2 picks for DeMar Rosen instead of saving that for maybe next season?
No, I don't think. Nah, of course you don't give up no crazy
No.
1 or 2 picks.
They're gonna want a pick though. They're for sure gonna get a pick. If they trade him, I promise you they're gonna get a pick for DeMar DeRozan.
I mean,
Right.
I'll be willing to give him this year's pick. Oh nah, OKC got that.
Nah, we can't get. We trying to get a pick so we can try to get all day Mara. We not finna let that dude
You
slip.
the
If we
only
can,
one want Mara, bro. You the only
I'm not. I'm the only one. I'm the only one watching him. I'm the only one smart enough to know.
I
You know
mean,
what
Yeah, I
I'm
he
mean,
saying? I feel out there.
yeah. To be fair, I actually have seen people mention. I think like maybe one or two centers that's going to be at least between 15 to 20. So that's what I'm thinking about too. Is like, man, if we could just hold out, let's get that rookie center. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want no more rookies. I don't. I
That's a
mean,
good point.
we already did went through the tanking phase to get the rookies, to get the core. I don't want no more rookies. I mean, I'm cool with Cam Whitmore because he was a high projected rookie, and we needed our man. But as far as past them, nah, I don't want no more rookies. I mean, it's time to win. It's time to win. It's time to get some, some, some quality guys. Build a culture. The more you know, prime type guys you can get level guys like 27 to 30, 31 type, you know what I'm saying, 31-year-olds, like that type of guy that's been there, done that, battle tested, been through it all, seen it all. The more of them type of guys you get on your team, the best chance you have of succeeding, and they can impart their wisdom on the young guys. They can do, because we still a young team, truthfully. Dylan Brooks, he younger than Tate.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You would think Dylan Brooks is 3 years older than Tate. He younger than Tate.
That's crazy. I'd even think about that. What is the Tate like 29,
Tate like 28.
30, damn near? You know you round it up when you don't like them. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he
say
he
he's
he 30. Tate 30 already. I think Dylan Brooks is like 26.
You got to be older and shorter. You know, you always got to take an inch or two off when they bad players.
Yeah. That's Shane.
Yeah.
He's 6'8". I heard Shane was 6'8". Jabari 7'3". No.
Right.
Yeah, third
But
coach say he 28. That's his base Sean. You know what I'm saying? He know.
but here's the thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there. And I know this gonna spark a whole thing, but so I take players like Cam and Jalen, and I always keep them in the holster because I say these are players that when you look at the player, like I need this exact player. Which players am I willing to give up to get this exact guy? So if you look at it, like I'm a big fan of Vassell, you know, and I feel like Vassell really can be an impact on a winning team. Um, so it's players like that to where I would say, okay, would I move one of those two guys to get a player like Vassell or something along those lines? You know, Malik Monk playing really good. Would I move one of those players to get a Malik Monk? So it's guys like that. Zion becomes available. Are you willing to move one of those players to get a Zion? Mikal Bridges. Are you willing to move those players to get a Mikal Bridges? So I'm not moving Jalen Green or Cam Whitmore, you know, to get a DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine or none of these old guys who got big names. That's ridiculous. Those guys are going to come available anyway. But it's those hidden gems that really can make your team into an elite team to where you say, okay, I got something that I know somebody might need. Somebody needs an off the bounce scorer, a young phenom, a young star. Now I can pull out a Jalen Green or a Cam Whitmore and dangle that carrot in front of you and say, you know, y'all really feel like Zion too fat and y'all don't want him? We'll take him. But we'll give you this X, Y, and Z for him. And then you throw out one of those players in there, and then they have to consider it. They have to say, man, can this dude be good in 3 years and make us a champion? And we'll ride off into the sunset with a big fat Zion, with a big fat Zion that's gonna put up points whenever he healthy, for whatever. So
Okay, so let me add a spin to that if you don't mind. All right, so for instance, you feel like that right now, correct?
yeah,
So we got what, 24 games until February. Our record is 13-10. Let's just say, well, for example, let's say that we are, what I say 24. Let's say that we are 25-10. I'm gonna just split it in half. Let's say that we are 25-10 by the end of February. would you still make that trade for DeMar DeRozan? Or would you make a trade for role players to fill out our bench?
I'm not trading for them. Only way I'm trading for DeMar DeRozan is if they taking pieces, like I say, a Tate, a Londale.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like that's what I'm saying. Would you use
Yeah, all
those
day,
exact pieces for DeMar DeRozan, or would you
all
use
day.
those pieces to fill out the bench and make our and if all day
No,
you
yeah,
said?
yeah. For me, without a doubt, without a doubt, if you taking Tate off the team and you taking Londale off my team, like if you taking Londale off my team and you giving me a bag of chips and a Sprite, I'm doing it.
Now,
Uppercut.
That's I mean
I,
that's hey look, I like DeRozan, but I think that I think there's more to him that would piss off a lot of people. Like he's defensive,
Yeah,
he's really bad.
yeah, I
Like
mean,
we complain about Jalen, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. DeMar DeRozan is he's pretty bad, man.
like, I'm not pining over DeMar DeRozan. I'm not stuck on. I just threw that name out there. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh
just
no
threw that
no no!
name
Like
out there.
it's cool. Like I like the it's an interesting conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like do we like okay? Let me ask you something else, EF. And let me ask, what if Jalen Green picks it up? If Jalen Green picks it up, you still gonna make that trade and just say, all right, Jalen Green, you go do that off the bench?
If Jalen Green picks it up, then I think I can convince DeMar DeRozan to come off the bench.
Oh, so
If
you
Jalen
just
Green,
DeMar DeRozan no matter what.
I mean, I would definitely take him for pieces, regardless. If it's getting off Londale and it's getting a valuable player, I'm doing it. Now, to me the bigger discussion is, you know, are we willing to move on from Jalen Green? Because putting him on the bench, telling him, hey, look, you know,
That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. That's
here,
exactly how I feel.
here's the thing. Like I was saying earlier, to bring in DeMar DeRozan and say you a starter is one thing, because what you're saying is I have to change my offensive structure now because Şengün is my hub. He plays in the same area DeMar DeRozan plays in. So that's on the coach to say I can make it work. Or he says, you know what? Şengün plays in this area, Jabari plays in this area, DeMar, you come off the bench and now you get to play. When Şengün goes to the bench or Jabari goes to the bench, now Tari and DeMar, y'all come in and now y'all can play in this area that those two guys was occupying. So that's just a smart move for DeMar to come off the bench anyway.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I think. I mean, I think in general he should. Me personally, I think in general he should, just because that boy, he's a crazy, like his scoring is really crazy. You know what I'm saying?
right, so he fit that come off the bench role and come in and that will really, and it's one of those things to where you say you take a player like James Harden or Chris Paul or Carmelo Anthony or Allen Iverson and you say, hey, well, guess what? You know, you later in your career, you finna be coming off the bench. Russell Westbrook, are you able to accept this role? Because look, it fits the system the way we play. That you come off and you get all the space on the floor to to occupy and play your game. You know, and it fits better. But if he's one of those ones to where he says, "Hey, look, man, you know, I want to be a starter," and you have to try to figure out a way to reorganize your offense, that could really throw a monkey wrench into the way we play. But it's two things that can happen. You can say, guess what? Jabari going to the bench, Jalen going to the bench, Tari's playing, and DeMar's playing. And now you have Tari, Dylan, DeMar, Fred, and Şengün, which is a good team.
I
Yeah,
would, I don't, I would feel better if that would happen than if you would have just brought in DeMar DeRozan and then Jalen Green went to the bench. You know what I'm saying? Just because of, I feel like that says that you. I feel like you're not just it's not just targeting one person. You get what I'm saying? Especially the number 2 pick, who's most likely going to end up being the starter next season. You know,
Yeah, yeah, I do.
like what Chetman says. I'm really mostly thinking about ego. I'm thinking about ego and what you're saying to overall everybody.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I'm starting DeMar DeRozan, I really have to consider Jabari going to the bench. First of all, that's like my first thing. I mean, even like as I'm saying, hey, he's gonna be playing in Jalen's position. Jabari might have to go to the bench also because they occupy the same space.
Nah,
That's just simply
I
how I
wouldn't
feel.
bench Bari though. Not for.
I mean,
I mean, if that's gonna like, I hate I even brought this DeMar DeRozan. Because that was just a really just a name I just threw out of that hat. Like realistically, if we was able to get anybody from the Bulls, I would want Caruso. Cause he knows he done been a bench player. He knows how to play defense. He can still shoot the three. The whole nine. And I would say if Jalen was playing better, we wouldn't even be having this conversation about trading for nobody to get over here. Because Jalen would be playing better. Then we could just focus on getting a big man. The thing that just worries me is just the Fred VanVleet heavy minutes. He can't be, he can't be playing 40 minutes a night. He just can't.
That's I mean honestly that's why me personally I'm leaning towards Malcolm Brogdon.
Goes. Let me challenge you on that. What you said about the only player you want from the Bulls is Caruso. Let me challenge you on that. If it came available, a Jalen Green for Kobe White trade.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Kobe White 5'2".
I get what you're saying. That Kobe has been balling, the last like 4 or 5 games, maybe like 10 games, but it's way too soon. Like it might just be a flash in the pan, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want no. That dude is you think Jalen a liability on defense? Who he gonna guard? Who's Kobe White's gonna guard? No. Now maybe if we can get 2 seconds, let him come off the bench and cook for a few. Yeah, then but no. I still rather have Caruso. He can switch, he can hustle, he can play defense, he can shoot. He's smart. He can still be a backup point guard. He's like a Swiss Army knife. You know what I'm saying? Like he can be used in every situation. Kobe White, unless we just need a few buckets, I mean, Caruso could give us that. You know what I'm saying? And with more value. Kobe he's not just a valuable player to me.
I agree. Like I say, it's not one of those things to where I would just be looking. It's not one of the. First of all, like I said, if I'm trading Jalen, it's gonna be for a player like a Mikal Bridges or Zion or whatever. But with
why are you still trying to trade Jalen? We're not trying to trade Jalen.
No, this is what I'm saying. I'm not trying to trade Jalen, but I'm saying if we talking about making moves that's going to make us better, and we all agree that Jalen coming up on the end of his contract, whatever, it's all things your general manager got to consider, man. You sitting in the office and you saying, how do we improve our team? We know Tate is a piece. We know Londale need to be out the team. We know Victor Oladipo contract gonna be moved, but what else? But what else can you do? So you do know Mikal Bridges is out there. Can you get Mikal Bridges? What would it take to get Mikal Bridges on this team? So you know that Jalen and Cam are going to come. Jabari to me is untouchable right now. Oh, so for me, Jabari is untouchable. But Jalen and Cam going to come up if you're trying to look at a Mikal Bridges or some of the under the radar top names that could be coming available. So it's not that I'm trying to trade Jalen, but Kobe White 6'5", Jalen 6'6", Kobe White playing good. He a all right defender.
Man, they cheated on that Kobe. Kobe White 6'2". That dude ain't 6'5". that dude about biggest Fred VanVleet. That dude 6'5". Nah, they lying. They lying, bro. That dude is not 6'5", man.
Who was it that brought up Jared Allen earlier?
Me.
Honestly, it's crazy that I really do think that. Sadly, ego might, like I think it was Frank said, might play in part. But I actually really do think we probably should try to snag him, considering the situation Cavs is in.
I wouldn't. I would. Me personally, I'd take Jared Allen any day of the
Yeah,
week.
man. Like I mean, you talk about trading. You talk about trading away Jock Landale and Tate and all that, and you just give him. You split the minutes between center and forward. I guess between Jared Allen and Alfred Sengun. Jared Allen is already close to. He kind of knows how to play with a big man, another big man that can't shoot out. On the perimeter. So it's already there, man. It's just. I I wish I knew the situation going on with the Cavaliers because I do feel like if, who knows, maybe they lose a bunch of games between now and the next month, and but I think
The Cavs?
yeah, but I think they just got I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening
Mm,
Uh,
because like you said, I mean Donovan Mitchell's rumors about wanting to go to the Knicks has been
yeah,
that's been it has not stopped at all.
yeah. Like I don't think Donovan is going back over there anyway. I think the Cavs is gonna be kind of in a tough spot here in a minute. First, the city suck. It's not a destination for um, free agents. If Donovan Mitchell bounced, what really do they have? You know what I'm saying over there? Do they still got Okongwu, or is he on the Utah? Cause I take
Oh yeah,
him.
he's on a. Actually, I think he is still. Where is he at? Yeah, he's still on the Cavaliers.
I might take him. You know what I'm saying? For some, cause dude, he athletic as hell. Like I might take him if they're not really, you know what I'm saying, ready to move off from Jared Allen. Uh, but that fit between Jared Allen and what's the name? It's good for defense. You know what I'm saying? It's good for defense, but it just wonky as hell on offense. And when you got a guard like Donovan Mitchell, who 70% of his game is predicated on driving to the rim. You know what I'm saying? They take up space in there, and well, he can't really maneuver. But they might lose Mitchell anyway, so they might as well get rid of one of them.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, and then who's to say that in Mitchell they don't get a center back or another center? You know what I'm saying? A backup center, or they just give Evan Mobley the keys to play center position.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I
It's
think we just
interesting,
gonna have
man.
to wait and see.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of teams are like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a very competitive season, man, and it's hard to snag players from these teams that still feel like there's a good chance that they'll get into the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So we gonna pivot real quick and look at we just discussed them. We playing them tomorrow back to back. Is it anything y'all want to see us do against them that you think we can pull out a victory against them, against the Cavaliers?
Cleveland, bro.
Yeah, Cavaliers.
Man, it's gonna be another challenge, bro. With worse players, though. They obviously who's hurt out of their big man isn't Mobley's out, right?
Mobley's out.
Mobley and
Yeah.
Garland.
So which
Garland hurt
uh,
too.
still they could hurt you. Donovan Mitchell is a pretty good scorer, but I think Dylan is going to be on him. You got Jared Allen, who is he's okay. I think without what's his name? What's the guard that's hurt? The other one that y'all just said.
Garland.
Garland, their pick and roll, because that's where really he's really dangerous. Is going to be limited because Donovan Mitchell is a good pick and roll ball handler, but he's not great. And you got the rebounding thing is going to be an issue for us. Max Strus, if he's going to be a guy you want to key in on because he can hurt you from the perimeter. He can get to the basket. He's low key cold, man. People be sleeping on Max. Max is a
Man,
hooper.
he killed us a couple
We
times
already know.
last.
Yeah, Rockets fans should know about Max.
We
Man,
know
I'm preaching
about
to
him.
the fire, bro. I think we should win the game, bro. I know it's a back to back. We should win the game. I think our defense should shut him down. I think Yeah, it's a game that we should win. I don't see a reason why we should lose this game. Where I think we're a better overall team than them because they've been very lackluster this season, kind of up and down. Yeah, man, I think we should win, bro. Just play our game. Hopefully, the vets do what they're supposed to do. Don't expect much from Jalen. I think I like what I've seen from Jabari in the post ups. If Jalen can have another game like he had, I like Alp's second half, that aggression. He needs to tap into that. Low key, Alper Şengün is he's very inconsistent in his mental approach to the game. He kind of like he get bored or he just doesn't try. They come off as lazy. So I'm gonna need him to turn that on. Like you can't just show for 15 games and just think you just there.
Yeah, what happened
So
to his mid range, bro? Like that just disappeared.
came back a little bit. He was hitting a couple of them floaters. I'm more concerned about his post up,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
It's
his
too
hook, his
predetermined,
layup,
man.
layup.
It's too small.
But he can hit. Like you get him off, you should hit him. You feel me? Like a hook shot shouldn't be airballing, bro. Like I don't understand that. But yeah, he needs to get back to the middies. The 3 pointers, I would have took more threes from him today. I just sometimes he be looking shook, bro. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but
It's like he rushing
I,
it a little bit. Like
yeah,
he
he be. I don't know what he thinking, bro, but I give him the same grace. Everybody. The thing with me and people think like a Shangoon lover. The reason I give is anybody other younger from like him, we over the moon.
you breaking up, Frank.
We wouldn't. I said if any of our other young guys were playing like he's playing, if Jalen was having a season P was having, everybody would be like, just that's all we would talk about. So
Right.
he's already built cushion up for me. So I'm not gonna slander him as much as some of the other guys, but he just needs to play better. He needs to be better. But we should win, bro. I think so.
I agree with him. I don't think it. I mean, all you really got to worry about is the Cavs starting five right now. They don't really have a bench just because. I mean, they got like two players injured. They got a good solid five. So we just gotta hold it down.
Facts. EF.
I'm scared of the Cavaliers because of the fact that they have shot blockers around the rim, and that seems to be Alp's kryptonite. And if so, as the LP goes, so how more I say, so goes the salmon as they swim upstream.
Come on, brother. What was the name? Love. What was his
Kill
name?
sunflower.
Sunflower.
Yo, Shaq.
Yeah. So
Wait, what do you
goes
say? The
LP.
man that wait, hold on. The man that sleeps on the floor can never fall.
Could never
down,
fall
right?
out of bed or something.
Right. The
Something
dog
like that.
loses the bone. It's in his mouth. Yeah. So however LP play, that's how the Rockets gonna play, man. It's scary because if Jared Allen and Evan
Salmon,
both
I'm
on the
playing.
floor,
You got me. Hey, if you got me thinking about that episode now, bro. Salmon.
Oh man, that's sunflower.
yeah, man. So I'm a little scared because they got shot blockers and they got guys who can score the ball, man. So really, it's like Frank was saying about the Milwaukee Bucks, man. It's matchup problems for us everywhere. You know, should we beat them? Are we as talented as they are? Yes. But the fact that they have consistency, continuity, and chemistry on that team, shot blockers at the rim, scores on the pick and roll, one or two shooters, it's just a scary game for me. I
Is Mitchell playing? That's gonna be a big part too.
That's gonna be a big part. That's gonna be a big part. So I mean, I'm gonna say we're gonna win it because it's one of the ones that I had us winning earlier in the year. But it's scary if Jalen not. I also had Jalen averaging 26 points a game, so you know it's scary.
So I ain't gonna be, the negative one. I'm gonna say we win too. Um, just because they dealing with injuries. I don't really know if Donovan Mitchell gonna play. Sometimes he's playing, it seems like every 3-4 games he's sitting out. Like he need them low managed or something. But if he plays, then I think it'll still be a close game. I think we got the guys to throw at Donovan Mitchell to slow him down. Dylan Brooks, Tari Eason, and if we can hold on him, or either, hey, Let Donovan go crazy. Let him do what he do, and just hold all the rest of them down, like how we did mostly all the other superstars that we played, and it worked except tonight because Giannis got Dame, Giannis got Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez. Like Frank said, it's four guys that can actually score in that starting five. I don't see four guys that can actually score with the Cavaliers. So if we're gonna play him 1-on-1, Mitchell 1-on-1. Let him see if he can beat us 1-on-1, one against five. So I think I like that game plan better, and I think we should be able to pull this one out. I think we'll pull this one out. But now it's getting kind of late, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. Like
Oh shit! It is.
always, we got good conversation over here. Y'all the most knowledgeable fans, NBA fans, the Rockets. Appreciate everybody that came through. Appreciate you for dropping the big bucks on us. Where you go? Oh, he left. I just noticed he left. Well, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody with the super chats. Everybody like the stream. If you want to become a member, hit the link in the description. You'll become a member at the Chop Shop. We also got the merch. Hit the link in the description. Frank, I don't know if you're gonna be coming out one this today. You might have to combine 2 and 1 in this game and the next because it's a quick back to back.
Yeah,
But
I'm not. I'm gonna do one probably probably on Wednesday. Or wait, so Monday, Tuesday. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all be looking out for that, man. For Frank, you know how he been dropping them. He's been killing it as always lately. If you haven't seen it, go and look at the newest video he dropped. Well, he dropped two of them pretty close back to back. Not too so. Just go on the channel, man. Show some love. We appreciate everybody to come out and pack the streams out. Share the content. Show us love. Leave comments. We always see them. We recognize you. Sometimes we get to them a little bit late, but we'll like them and let you know that we seen them, bro. So CSGs, man.
CMB.
You know,
CMB.
we all we got, baby.
We all we got.
Appreciate everybody for coming through. Y'all all the best. Hopefully we can get us a win and keep this train rolling. Let's go, Houston Rockets. Y'all are the best. CSGs, we out.